Gonna be 195, 197 and a hand, little money, $2. Gonna be 2 and a hand, little money, 205. Now 205, 202 and a half, 205, 27 and a hand, little money, 2 and a half, 205. Now 27 and a half here, 205, little money, 27 and a half, 205, 27 and a half where, 205, little money, 27 and a hand, little money, 205, little money, 27 and a hand, 205, 27 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. 205 right there, 194 by 4, 194. Keep them separate from the bulls, you betcha. One more time, and a little steer here. Got a little steer down there. 185, gonna be 185, little money, 85, little money, 185, gonna be 150, little money, 50 right there. Now 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 52 and a half, little money, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, little money, 52 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 150 here, 152 and a half, little money, 155, gonna be 157 and a half, little money, 157 and a half, gonna be 160 here, gonna be 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 162 and a half, 135, 167 and a half, 170 here, gonna be 170 and 172 and a half. Little money 135, 135 up there, and gonna be 177 and a half, 177 and a half, 177 and a half, gonna be 180, 180 here, gonna be 182 and a half, little money 180 here, gonna be 182 and a half, gonna be 185, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here, 190 here, 187 and a half, little money 190, 187 and a half here, and gonna be 190, little money 90, 90, 90, all in and all done. Sold it to you 187 and a half, 102, 102, thank you. Nice little black heifer there, 830. Church cattle, Bill Church cattle. $2, gonna be little money, $2, little money, little money, 185, gonna be 185, little 185 right there. Now 187 and a half, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 down here, gonna be 190, little money, 192 and a half up there, and 195, gonna be 181, little money, 195, bye, 197 and a half. Now $2, $2 here, 197 and a half, little money, 2. Who else likes this one? 197 and a half, little money, 2, little money, 2, 197 and a half, $2. Now 2, 2 and a half, gonna be 205, little money, 5, 2, 7 and a half, gonna be 210, little money, 10, 10, 10, 210, 10, 10, 212 and a half, 210 here, gonna be 212 and a half, little money, 210 here, gonna be 212 and a half, little money, 212 and a half, 210, gonna be 212 and a half, all in and all done. 210 right there, 194 by 4, thank you. Thank you. Looks like it. You're right about that, Gary. $2 gonna be little money, little money, 185, gonna be 187, little 187 and a half, 190 here, gonna be 190, 192 and a half, little money, 195, gonna be 197 and a half, gonna be $2 here, and $2 here, 222 and a half, gonna be 205, little money, 5, little money, 5, 27 and a half, now 210 here, gonna be 210, little money, 10, 10, 10, and 212 and a half, little money, 215, gonna be 212 and a half, 215, 212 and a half, 215 where, 212 and a half, little money, 15, 15, 15, 212 and a half, little money, 215, all in and all done, all in and all done, 212 and a half, 131, 212 and a half, buyer 131, thank you. Getting a little bigger there. $823 down there. $150, little money, little money, little money, 125, little money, 125, gonna be 125, where gonna be 125, 127 and a half, little money, 125, gonna be 127 and a half, 127 and a half, 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, little money, 135, gonna be 137 and a half, and 140 here, gonna be 142 and a half, little money, 142 and a half, gonna be 145, 147 and a half, 150 here, 152 and a half, gonna be 155, 157 and a half, gonna be 160 here, 157 and a half, 160 where, 157 and a half, little money, 180, 157 and a half, gonna be 160, 157 and a half, gonna be 160, 157 a hang, gonna be 180, 180, 180, 180, all in and all done, all in and all done. It's gonna be right here, 157 and a half, 250 by 33. A little heifer here, 896. Nice little speedy tire heifer there. 185, gonna be 185, little money, 185, gonna be 185, little money, 185, where gonna be 165, little money, 185, little money, 185, gonna be 185, little money, 165, 150, where little money, 50, little money, 50, 50, little money, 50, little money, 50, little money, 50, 125, little money, 125, little 125, little money, 125, gonna be 125, 110 here, 12 and a half, 110, gonna be 12 and a half, little money, 112 and a half, little money, 112 and a half, 110, gonna be 12 and a half, 115, 117 and a half, little money, 117 and a half, 120. 120. 122 to hang. Gonna be 125. Little money. 125. 125. 125. 125. 127. Little money. 130. 130 here. Now 132 to hand. Little money. 135. Gonna be 135. 555. 137 to hand. Little money. 137 and 140. 140 here. Now 142 to hand. Little money. 140 here. Now 142 to hand. Little money. 140 here. Gonna be 142 to hand. Little money. 140 here. Gonna be 142 and a half. 140 here. 142 and a half. 142 to hang. Gonna be 145. Little money. 145. Gonna be 147 to hand. Little money. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 147 and a half. 150 where. 147 and little money. 150. 150. 150. 147 and a half. Little money. 50. 50. 50. All in and all that. 147 and a half. Year away. 376. 376. We were just talking about taking them horns off, weren't we? 895 down here in the ring. Same deal. Here's a nice one. 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 150 where? 135, 135, little money, 135, little money, 135, 555, 135, little money, 135, 125 where? Going to be 125, little money, 125, 125, 125 here, going to be 125, little money, 127 a hand, little money, 127 a half, 125, 27 a half, 125, 127 a hand, going to be 130, little money, 130, 30, 132 a hand, little money, 135, 55, 137 a half, now 140, 142 and a half, 142 and a little money, 142 and a half. Going to be 145, 147 and a half, 147 and a half, 147 and a half, going to be 150, now 150, 50, 50, 50, 147 and a half, little money to 50, 50, 147 and a half here, and going to be 150, little money, 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it right there, 157 and a half, 376, 376, thank you. Nice looking bull at that. Here we go, 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, going to be little money to 50, 150, 150, 125, little money to 125, little money to 125, 5, going to be little money to 125, 110 where, 110 where, little money to 10, little money to 10, little money to 10, 10, 10, going to be little money 110 where, going to be another $1, $1, now 102 and a half, 102 and a half, going to be 105, little money to 5, 5, 5, 107 and a half, little money 110, 110, 112 and a half, 115, little money to 15, 117 and a half, little money 120 here, going to be 20, little money to 122 and a half, little money to 125, 5, 5, 127 and a half, 130 here, going to be 130 and 132 and a half, little money 135. Who would find little money 137 and a half, 135, 137 and a half where, 135 little money to 137 and a half, 135 going to be 137 and a half, 135, 137 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it to you 135, put it on 250.33, thank you. Red steer, got some horns on him. There you go, Titus, here's another one for you. 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, little money 125, 5, going to be 110, little money 110 here, going to be little money 110 right there. Now 12 and a half, 110 going to be 12 and a half, little money 110, little money 12 and a half, 110 here, going to be 112 and a half, little money 112 and a half, 110, 12 and a half, 115 here, going to be 17 and a half, little money 120, going to be 122 and a half, 125, 127 and a half, 130 here, going to be 130, little money 32 and a half, little money 35, going to be 135, 5, 137 and a half, going to be 140, 140, 142 and a half, 142 and a half, little money 140 here, going to be 142 and a half, 140 here, going to be 142 and a half, 140 here and 142 and a half, little money 142 and a half, 140 here and 142 and a half, all in and all done. Sold it to 140, put it on 250.33, thank you. 5 plus on this one, 806. Same deal, Black Angus bull or a Shorthorn bull bred here. $1, I'm going to be little money to $1 right there. Now 101, 101 little money, $1 here, going to be 101 little money, $1 here, and 101, $1 here, going to be 101 little money, $101, $1 here, going to be 101 little money, 101 over here, 102 little money, 2 right there. Now 103 little money, 4 going to be 105, 105, 105 little 105, 106 here, going to be 107 little money, 108 here, going to be 109, 109, 110, 111 here, going to be 12 little money, 13 going to be 14 little 15 here, 116, 117, 118 little money, 119 here, going to be 120, 121 little money, 121, 121, 122 little money, 2, did you say? 122, 123, 124, Bill, and going to be 124, 124 here, now 125, little 106 here, 127, little 128 over here, 127, got to be 128, little 127 and 128, Bill, 129, 129 here, going to be 130, little money, 131, going to be 132, little 133, going to be 134, little money, 35, 36 here, going to be 137, 137, 137, feels good to stretch those arms out, 137 here, going to be 136, little money, 137, 136 here, going to be 137, little money, 137, 136, 137, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 136, yes sir, 136 on 181, 181. Big steer here. Nice cross steer there. 120, gonna be doing a little money to 20, 20, 20. Who do we do a little money to 120? Where gonna be one little 105? Gonna be one little money to 5 right there. Now 107 and a half. 105, little money to 107 and a half. Little 105, little money 17 and a half. Gonna be one little money to 10, 112 and a half. Gonna be 115, little money to 17 and a half. Gotta be 120, 120, 122 and a half. Little money 122 and a half. Gonna be 125, 55, 127 and a half. Little money 130, 130 here. Now 132 and a half. 130 here. Gonna be 131, little money to 130 here. Little money 131, 130 here. Gonna be 131, little money to 131, 130 here. Gonna be 131, 130 here. Gonna be 131, little money all in and all done. 131, 132. Back to you, Ron. 132. Little money to 132, 131. Gonna be 132, 133, 134. Little money 134. Gonna be 135, 136 here. Gonna be 137. Little money 137. Gonna be 138 and 139. Little money 140, 139, 140, 139, 140. Little money to 40. Little money to 40, 40, 40. 139, 140. All in and all done. Right up here, 139 on 540. 139 on 540. Thank you. Little Stag, 893. 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, gonna be little money to 50, 50, 50, little 125, gonna be 125, little right there. Now 127 and a half, 125, little money to 127 and a half, little money 125, gonna be 127 and a half, 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, little money 135, 55, 137 and a half, 140 here, 142 and a half, little money 145, gonna be 147, little money 145, gonna be 147 and a half, 150, 152 and a half, 155. Greg, 155 right below you, 157 and a half, 160 here, 160 here, 160 right there. Greg, you want to be 130 and 132 to hand, little money 135, 137 and a half, gonna be 170 here, 132 to hand, gonna be 172 to hand, then 175, 177 and a half, 180 here, gonna be 182 to hand, 182 to hand, gonna be 185, 187 and a half, 185 here, 187 and a half where, 185, little money to 180 and a hand, little money 185, gonna be 187 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it right there, 185, 258. One more time around there, Gary, if you can knock it in the head once. A little red heifer, black heifer there. 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, gonna be 125, little money to 125, 55, 127 and a half, 125, be 127 and a half, little money to 125, little money to 127 and a half, 127 and a half, 125, little money to 127 and a half, 125 here, 127 and a half. If you want a bid, just shout. 125, gonna be 127 and a half, 125, gonna be 127 and a half, 127 and a half, and 130, 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, little money 135, 137 and a half, gonna be 140, little money 142 and a half, gonna be 145, 55, 145, 145, 147 and a half, 150 here, 150 here, now 152 and a half, gonna be 155, 152 and a half, little money 155, gonna be 157 and a half, 160 here, 160 here, gonna be 132 and a half, 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, little money 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, 160 here, 162 and a half, all in and all done. Sold it to you 160, 250, 33, 250, 33. Here's a little belted heifer, a little belted Galloway heifer. $0.85 on her, gonna be 85, little money 85, who do it 85, little money 85, 55, gonna be 85, little money 85, who do it 85, little money 85, gonna be 85, little money 85, 55. 65, gonna be 35 right there. Now 77 and a half, 77 and a half, gonna be 70 here. Little money 70, 72 to hand, gonna be 72 to hand, gonna be 75, 77 and a half. Now 80 here, gonna be 82 to hand. Little money 85, gonna be 87 and a half, 87 and a half, gonna be 90 here, gonna be 99, 92 to hand. Little money 95, 55, 97 and a half. Now $1, 101, 102 to hand. Little money 102 to hand, gonna be 105, 107 and a half, 107 and a half. Little money 105, gonna be 107 and a half, 105, 107 and a half, 105, 107 and a half, gonna be 110. Little money 110, 10, 10. I'll be back for you. 110, 10, 10, 107. You're in now. 110, 112 and a half, gonna be 112 and a half. Little money 112 and a half. 115, 115 here, 115, 117 to 9, little money to 117, 120 here to 122 to hand, little money to 125, 55, 122 to 125 where, gonna be 122 to hand, little money 125, 122 to hand, little money to 125, 55, 55, all in and all done. Sold it up there, 122 and a half on 618. Thanks, fellas. Yes, they are. Here we go, Dave Smith cattle right here. These things have been weaned 1 month, had their shots in September. I got the vet bill right here, $1,000 vet bill. Had Triangle 10, Vision 8, Bova Shield, and ivermectin injection. These are limousine sailor crosses here. Ready to rock and roll. 185, gonna be 185, little money to 185, 55, gonna be 185, little money to 185, all steers, 185, little money to 5, little money to 5, 55, 175, wearing gonna be 175, little money to 135, 55, who do money to 135, gonna be 135, little money 135, 55, 165, 165, little money 135, gonna be 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50. Did you see something there? 50, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50. 150 right there. Here we go. Now 152 and a half. You want to do the one calf off. 170 for one. Now 172 and a half. One calf off. 170 here, and gonna be 172 and a half. Little money to 170 here, and gonna be 172 and a half. 170 here, and gonna be 172 and a half. Little money to 172 and a half. Little money 172 and a half, and gonna be 172 and a half. 170 here, gonna be 172 and a half. 170 here, and 172 and a half. Little money to 172 and a half. 172 and a half. Little money 172 and a half. Not gonna quite make it there. Sell them. Okay, 172 and a half your way, Ron. Nice work, fellas. 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, gotta be little money to 50, 50, 50, who do we 125, little money to 125, 5, 5, gotta be 120, little money to 125, 125, 125, $1, gotta be little money to 1, little money, got $1 right there. Now 102 to hand, gotta be 105, little money to 5, 5, 5, 107 to hand, gotta be 110, little money to 10, 10, 10, tightest, 112 and a half down here, 115 up there, 115, little money to 15, little money to 15, 15 right there, 117 and a hand, little money to 120 here, gonna be 122 and a half, 140, now 142 and a half, 145, little money to 145, gonna be 145, 147 and a hand, gonna be 150 here and 150, 152 and a half, 155. You want to be back in up top there? 155 down here, 152 and a half, gonna be 155, 157 and a half, gonna be 157 and a half, 160 here, 160 here, gonna be 160, 157 and a half, gonna be 160, 162 and a half, little money, 162 and a half, gonna be 165, 55, 165, 55, 162 and a half right here, 135, little money, 132 and a half, gonna be 165, 162 and a half, and 135, little money, 135, 132 and a half, gonna be 135. Is he still standing right there? Send it out. Oh, it ain't gonna work. Need $2 a pound to get that one sold. Yeah, I have to. I ain't. Can't. We're not gonna pay. We might be able to. We got to talk to Dave. We'll talk to the guy and see if we can get that done for you. Thompson cattle. How you betcha, Ron? Let's rock and roll. 225. Gotta be 225. Little money to 25. Little money to 225. 5. Gotta be 210. Little money to 210. 10. 10. Gotta be 2. Little money to 210. 210. I don't have a note on Thompson cattle in front of me. $2, and gonna be little money to 2, little money to 2, and gonna be 2, little money to $2 right there. Now 2, 2 and a half, $2 here, and gonna be 2, 2 and a half, little money 2, 5, gonna be 2, 7 and a half, little money 2, 10, gonna be 2, 12 and a half, 2, 12 and a half, 2, 12 and a half, gonna be 2, 15, little money 15, gonna be 2, 17 and a half, 2, 17 and a half, 2, 17 and a half. Now 2, 20 here, and gonna be 2, 22 and a half, little money to 2, 25, 5, 5, gonna be 2, 25, little money to 2, 25, gonna be 2, 27 and a half, 2, 25, 2, 27 and a half. What do you think, Mike? 2, 25, gonna be 2, 27 and a half, little money 2, 25, 2, 27 and a half. Where? And gonna be 2, 27 and a half, little money 2, 25, little money 2, 27 and a half, 2, 25 with Ron, 2, 27 and a half. Where? All in and all done. Sold it to you 225 right there. 131. Okay, this one can go away. 3 heifers here, 185, little money 85, little money 85, gonna be 185, little money 85, and 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here. 192 and a half, 192 and a half, gotta be 192 and a half. One bid, that's it. 192 and a half, 195, 195, gotta be 197 and a half, little money 197 and a half, 195, gotta be 197 and a half, 197 and a half, now $2 here, $2 here, gotta be 2, 2 and a half, little money $2 here, gonna be 2, 2 and a half, $2, 2, 2 and a half, where, gonna be 2, 2 and a half, little money 205, gonna be 2, 7 and a half, little money 7 and a half, gonna be 2, 10, 10, 10, who do we do, little 12 and a half, 12 and a half down here, 2, 12 and a half, now 215, little money 15, little money 15, 15, 2, 12 and a half, gonna be 215, 212 and a half, 215, 212 and a half here, and gonna be 215, little money 15, little money 15, who do we 15, little money 15, 212 and a half, 215, all in and all done, 212 and a half, 215, 217 and a half, 217 and a half, 215 here, and gonna be 217 and a half, little money 215, gonna be 217 and a half, all in and all done, 215, 000, 215, 000. Yeah. Here we go again. We got steers this time. Cody Miller cattle. I got you a note right here. There's going to be some 9-month-old calves. Weaned in the middle of August. First round of shots in spring before going out on the grass. Enforce 3, ivermectin poron. Ready to go. $2 gonna be doing a little money, $2 right there. Now 2.5. Gotta be 2.05, little money to 5, 7.5, little money to 7.5, gonna be 10, little money 12.5 down here, gonna be 15, 217.5, 217.5, 220, 222 gonna be 225, 227.5, gonna be 230, little money 232.5 down here, gonna be 232.5, 232.5, gonna be 235, 237.5, now 240, 240, 237.5, 240, 242, little money 242.5, 242.5, gonna be 245 up there, 245, gonna be 247.5, 250 here, now 252.5, 252.5, little money 250 here, gonna be 252.5, little money 252.5. 250 here. Anybody else want to be 252.5 here? Going to be 252.5. Little money 250 here. Going to be 252.5. I got you up top. 252.5. 250 here. 252.5. Here he is. Now 255. Going to be 257.5. Going to be 260 here. 262.5. Going to be 265. Now 267.5. 2 here. 267.5. 265. Little money 267.5. 265. 67.5. All in and all done. Sold it to you. 265. 607. Thank you, sir. Yep. Same deal here. Wean middle August, first round of shots in spring. Enforce 3, ivermectin poron, ready to go. $250 for blacks or what? How about $225 for the 3 blacks? Now 227.5. 225 little money to 227.5. 225 gonna be 227.5. Little money 225. 227.5. 227.5 now 230. 230 here. 230 here. 232 little money 235. Gonna be 235. 55. 232.5. 235 where? 232.5 here. Gonna be 235. Little money 230. Gonna be 235. 55. Who do we find little money on 232.5 and 235? 232.5. 235. 232.5. 235. All in and all done. All in and all done. Right here 232.5. I think Ron's got him right. Ron? Who do we Are you in? Well, I thought I had Mel in, but he says no. All right. 194 by 4. We'll buy you lunch if you take them all, Mel. There you go. 185, little money to 185, little money to 185, gonna be only little money 165, gonna be 135 right there. Now 137.5, 135, little 137.5, gonna be 130 here, 132.5, gonna be 132.5, little money 135, gonna be 137.5, 180 here, 180 here, gonna be 182.5, little money 185, gonna be 187.5, 185. Are you at 185, Ron? 187.5, 187.5. I wasn't monkeying around. 185, 187.5, 187.5, gonna be 190, 192.5, 190 here, gonna be 192.5, gonna be 195, 195, gonna be 197.5. Now $2, 202.5, 190, gotta be 202.5. $2 here, gonna be 202.5. Little money, $2 here, gonna be 202.5, 202.5, $2 here, gonna be 202.5, $2 here, gonna be 202.5. All in and all done. $2 000, $2 000. Hold on a minute. He wasn't in either. Nobody wants to be in today. Selling the smoky one still. 165 here, going to be 135 right there. Now 167 and a half, going to be 170 here. 180, 182 and a half, 185, going to be 187 and a half, going to be 190 here, and 192 and a half, 190 here. Now 192 and a half, 190 here, going to be 192 and a half. All in and all done. Sold at 190, 194 by 4. You betcha. Nice black set here. It does. Yeah. You gonna get in? $2 here. I'm gonna be doing a little money. Two little money. Two. Gonna be doing a little money. Two. $2 little money. Two. 185. Little money. 185. 187 and a half. 185. 187 and a half. These are his father's cattle. 185, 187 and a half, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here. Right there, and 192 and a half, 195, 197 and a half, gotta be $2 here, $2 here, gonna be 2 and a half, little money, 205, gonna be 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 205, 27 and a half, 205, 27 and a half, 205, gonna be 27 and a half, little money, 27 and a half, 205, 27 and a half, 000, you wanna be 207 and a half, 205 here, gonna be 207 and a half, now 210, 210 here, gonna be 208, little money, 209 over here, gonna be 209, little money, 999, 208, 209, 208 here, gonna be 209. Here, I'm going to be 209. Now 210, little money to 10. I'm going to be 211, little money 11. I'm going to be 12, little money to 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 213, 213. 14, little money to 14, 213, 14, now 15, 215, little money to 14, going to be 215, 214 here, I'm going to be 215, little money to 15, little money to 215, 214, 215, all in and all done, all in and all done, 214, 250, 33.
One's got a tag on the hip there, Junior.
Good. 185, going to be 185, little money, 185, going to be 190 here, going to be 190, 192 to hang, going to be 192 to hang, little money, 195, going to be 197 to hang, going to be $2 here, going to be 2 little money, 2, not 2, 2, 2 and a half, $2 here, going to be 2, 2 and a half, little money, $2 here, going to be 2, 2 and a half, little money, 2, 2 and a half down here, going to be 2, 5, little money to 5. 2, 2 and a half, 2, 3, little money to 4, and gonna be 204, little money 204 down here. Now 205, now 26 here, and gonna be doing a little 6 here, and gonna be 27, little money 27, gonna be 208, little money 888, now 209, 209, 210, 210, little money to 10, gonna be 211, little money 11, now 212, little money to 212, 12, 12, now 213, 213, 214, little money to 214, 213, 214 down here, and gonna be 214, 215, little money 215, now 216 here, and gonna be 215, 216 where? 215, little money 16, 215, 216, all in and all done. 215, 250, 33. 979. Yep, same deal here, same deal. 220, I'm gonna be doing a little money to 20, 20, 20, who doing a little money to 220 where? I'm gonna be doing a little money to 20, little money to 20, 210, little money to 210 right there. Now 212 and a half, 210 here, I'm gonna be 12 and a half, little money 210, gonna be 212 and a half, little money 210, gonna be 212 and a half, gonna be 215, 217 and a half, 220 here, 220 down here, and 220, 225, 225, 225, 227 and a half, 227 and a half, 225, 227 and a half. Where are we at, Terry? 227 and a half, gonna be 230, 230 here, 230 here, 227 and a half, 230, now 232 and a half, little money 235, gonna be 235, 232 and a half here, gonna be 235, little money to 555, 232 and a half, and 235, 235, all in and all done, and all done. Sold it right there, 232 and a half, 258. Bannerman. 185, little money, 85, little money, 185, 55, gonna be 185, 165, gonna be 185 right there. Now 137 and a half, 135, gonna be 137 and a half, little money, 135, 137 and a half, gonna be 170 here, gonna be 170, 170, 170, now 172 and a half, 172 and a half, gonna be 175, 175, 177 and a half, 175, gonna be 177 and a half, 175, 177 and a half, 175, gonna be 177 and a half, gonna be 180 here, gonna be 180, 180, 180, 180, 177 and a half, gonna be 180, 177 and a half, 180 where, 177 and a half up top, 180 where, 177 and a half. Let's get a weight on them a minute. We're gonna get a weight on them. You're in up top. You need these ones back in the ring then? Probably.
Did they run right off the scale or something?
I don't know. Junior, will you hit that fan? So they bringing those back? Let's continue selling these ones. I got 177.5 up top. Need 180, 177, little money, 180, gotta be 180, little money, 80, 180, 178, gotta be 180, 177 half, 180, little money, 80, gonna be little money, 180, you said it, 180, what did you do to half, 180, do it a half, 180, do it a half, little money, 180 here, gonna be 180, do it a half, 180 here, gonna be 180, do it a little money, 180, do it a half, gonna be 180, do it a half, 180 here, 180, do it a half, now 185, gonna be 185, little 180, do it a half, gonna be 185, 180, do it a half, gonna be 185, all in and all done, all in and all done, 185, 187 a half, 185 here, gonna be 187, little money, 185, gonna be 187 a half, 185, 187 and a half, 185. You guys are out. 187 and a half. Got to be 185, little 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, 185 right here. Got to be 187 and a half. All in and all done. All in and all done. Sold it to you 185, 614, 185, 614. Thank you. Yeah. I had it on earlier, unless you turned it off again. I put it down to 63. Yeah. $966 down there. More Bannerman. 225. I'm gonna be doing a little money, little money, 25, $2 a pound. I'm gonna be doing a little money, little money, little money, two. Gonna be 185, little money, 185 right there. Now 187 and a half, 185, little money, 187 and a half, little 185. Gonna be 187 and a half, 185, little money, 187 and a half, little 185. Gonna be 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half. Where 185, little money, 187 and a half, 185. Gonna be 187 and a half, little 185. Gonna be 187 and a half, little money, 185. Gonna be 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half. All in and all done. 185. Who was that? There he is. 194 by 4. 194 by 4. Nice big steer. 969. 185, little money, divine, little money, divine, little money, 185, gonna be 185, little money, who'd have been 185, little 150, little money, 50 right there, 152 and a half, 155, 157 and a half, gonna be 130 here, 132 and a half, gonna be 135, then 135, gonna be 137 and a half, gonna be 170 here, 132 and a half, 170 here, 132 and a half, gonna be 175, 177 and a half, gonna be 180, 180 here, 182 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, 190 here, I'm gonna be 192 and a half, gonna be 195, 197 and a half, 197 and a half, 195, 197 and a half, gonna be $2 here, gonna be $2 here, $2 and a half, $2 here, $2. I got two here, two and a half, $2 here, gonna be $2 and a half, gonna be 205, little money to 5, gonna be 205, two and a half on the top, 205 where, 2 and a half, little money to 5, little money to 5, little money 2 and a half, 205, 2 and a half, 205 where, 2 and a half, 205 where, gonna be little money to 205, now 27 and a half, little money 205, gonna be 27 and a half, little money 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 205, 27 and a half, 205 here, gonna be 27 and a half, little money, all in and all done, all in and all done, all in and all done, sold it to you 205, 123, 205, 123, thank you. Yep, buyer 123. Tough deal here, miss. Got a bad eye. 150 in the middle of the money, little money, video, 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 in the middle of the money, 125, little money, 125, gotta be $1, gotta be little money, little money, 85 cents on it, gotta be even little money, 50 cents on it, gotta be 50. Now 52 to hang, gotta be 55, 57 to hang, gotta be 30 here, 32 to hang, 32 to hang, gotta be 35, 37 and a half. Now 70 here, now 72 to half, now 75, gotta be 77 to hang, gotta be 80 here, 80 here, 80 here, now 82 to hang, little money, 82 to half, 80 here, now 82 to hang, gotta be 85, 85, 87 and a half, 87 to hang, 87 to hang, gotta be 90, 90, 90, 90, 92 and a half. 92 and a half down low. 90 here, I'm going to be 92 and a half where? 92 and a half, little money, 95, I'm going to be 95, 5. 92 and a half, 95 where? 92 and a half here, I'm going to be 95, little money, 95, 95 right there. 97 and a half, going to be $1 here, and 102 and a half, little money, 102 and a half, 102 and a half. Now 105, little money, going to be 107 and a half, 107 and a half, 107 and a half, going to be 110, little money, 10. 112 and a half, going to be 115, 115, 115, 115, 112 and a half, little money, 115, 112 and a half, going to be 115. Attaboy, Junior, attaboy. We got to get you a cowboy hat. 112 and a half in the doorway. 115 where? 112 and a half, little money, 115, 112 and a half, little money, 115, 112 and a half, going to be 115, all in and all done, all in and all done. 112 and a half in the doorway. 2032, 2032. $932. 225. I'm gonna be doing a little money, 21 little money, 225, 5. I'm gonna be $2 here. I'm gonna be little $2 here, and a $2 and a little money, $2 and a half. $2 here. I'm gonna be $2 and a half. $2 here. I'm gonna be $2 and a half right there. Now 205. Little money, 5 and 7 and a hand, little money, 10, 10, 10. Who do we need? 212 and a hand, little money, 15. 217 and a hand. Gonna be 220. 220. Now 222 to hang. 225. 220 little money, 227 and a half. Now 230. 230. 227 and a half. 230. Now 232 and a little 232 to hang. Gonna be 235. 235, 5. 237 and a half. Now 240 here. Little money, 40 and a hand, little money, 45. Gonna be 245. 247 and a half, 247 and a half, 247 and a half, going to be 250, little money, 250, now 252 to hang, going to be 255, 5, 255, 257 and a half, now 260 here, now 262 and a hang, going to be 235, 232 and a half, 265 where, 232 to hang, little money, 235, 262 and a half, 265, 5, all in and all done, all in and all done, 262 and a half on 258, nice little bulls there. 275, I'm going to be 250, middle of the money, 80 right there. Now 252 and a half, 252 and a half, going to be 250, middle of the money, 255. 257 and a half. Now 260 here, going to be 232 to hang, going to be 235, 232 and a hang, going to be 270 here, 272 to hang, little money, 275, going to be 272 and a half. Now 280, 280 here, 280 here, 277 and a hang, going to be 280, little money, 80, 80, 80, who do it 80. 277 and a half here, going to be 280 where, 280 where, little money, 80, 80, who do it 80, little money, 80, going to be 277 and a half, 280, 277 and a half, 280, all in and all done, all in and all done. 277 and a half your way, 258, 258, thank you. Hey, we're getting serious now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like these ones had all their shots. Nice steers here. Liking it, Denise? 225, I'm going to be doing a little money, 5, I'm going to be doing a little money, 225, where I'm going to be doing a little money, 225, $2 a pound, I'm going to be doing a little money, 222, doing a little money, 222, right there. Now 2, 2 and a half, $2 here, I'm going to be doing a hand, little money, little money, 2 and a half, $2 here, I'm going to be doing and a half, 2 and a half, going to be 205, little 27 and a half, going to be doing little money, 12 and a half, little money, 12 and a half, 212 and a half, 215, 217 and a half, now 220, 222 to hang, going to be 225, 227 and a hand, little money, 230, 232 and a half, 232 and a hand, little money, 232 to hang. 2 and a hand, gonna be 235, 5, 237 and a half, 237 and a hand, gonna be 240, little money, 42 and a hand, little money, 42 and a half, 240 here, 242 and a half, where, 242 and a half, right there, now 245, 247 and a hand, gonna be 247 and little money, 247 and a half, 247 and a half, 245, 247 and a half, 245 here, and gonna be 247 and a hand, little money, 245, gonna be 247 and a half, 245, gonna be 247 and a half, all in and all done, 245, 247 and a half, 247 and a half, now 250 here, and gonna be 252 and a half, 252 and a hand, gonna be 255, 5, going to be 255, 257 and a half, 257 and a half, 255, going to be 257 and a half, 255, going to be 257 and a half, all in and all done. Sold it. 255 over 621, 255, 621. Thank you. Two steers here, 185, little money, 185, 5, gonna be 185, little money, 185, 5, gonna be 180, little money, 185, 5, 175, where gonna be 175, 177 and a half, 175, gonna be 177 and little money, 177 and a half, 177 and a half, gonna be 180, 180 here, gonna be 182 to hang, gonna be 185, little money, 5, 187 and a half, now 190 here, 192 to hang, gonna be 195, 197 and a half, 197 and a half, gonna be $2 here, and a little money, and a hang, gonna be 205, 207 and a half, 210 here, gonna be 212 and a half, little money, 210 here, gonna be 212 and a half. 210 here, 212 and a half where? 210 here, gonna be 212 and a half, little money, 210, gonna be 212 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half, little money, 12 and a half, 210, 12 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done, 212 and a half, 215, 217 and a half, 217 and a half, gonna be 220, little money, 217 and a half, gonna be 220, 217 and a half, and 220, 220, all in and all done. Sold at 217 and a half right over here, 342, thank you. $2 gonna be the little money, 222, 185, little money, little money, 5, gonna be 185, little money, 185, little money, 185 right there. Now 187 and a half, 185, little money, 7 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, little money, 185, gonna be 187 and a half, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here. I got him, 190 here, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here, gonna be 192 and a half, 192 and a half, gonna be 195, 5, gonna be 195, 197 and a half, 197 and a half, 197 and a half, gonna be $2 here, little money, 2 and a 2, 2 and a half, little money, 2, 2 and a half, 2, 2 and a half. Now 205, little money, 7 and a half, little money, 205, gonna be 2, 7 and a half up top, gonna be 2, 7 and a half, 205, 2, 7 and a half. Now little money 10, little money 10, 10, 10, 2, 7 and a half, 2, 10 where, 2, 7 and a half, gotta be 2, 10, little money 10, little money 2, 7 and a half, little money 10, 10, 10, 2, 7 and a half and 10, 2 and 7 and a half and 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, all in and all done, all in and all done. 2 and 7 and a half up top there, 622, there you go, 622, thank you. I think it's a 919. Does that add up? I think so, yeah. 250 in the middle of money, in the middle of money, 50, 50, 50, in the middle of money, 50, 50, 50, 240 in the middle of money, 40, in the middle of money, 40, 40, 40, going to be 225 in the middle of money, 225, 5, 5, 2. Did you say 227 and a half, 230, 230, now 230, 2 and a half, little money, 235, 5, 5, going to be 35, 239, 240, little money, 40, 40, 40, now 242 and a half. 2 and a half, 240 down here, now 242 and a half, 242 and a half, going to be 245, going to be 247 and a half, going to be 250, 50, 50, 252 and a half, now 255, 257 and a half, 260 here, going to be 230, now 232 and a half, going to be 235, 237 and a half, 267 and a half, now 270 here, 272 and a half, going to be 275, 277 and a half, 277 and a half, going to be 280 here, now 280, 280, 277 and a half, got you there, now 280 where, 277 and a half, little money, 80, 80, 280, 280, going to be 280, 277 and a half, 280, all in and all done. Sold it to you 277 and a half on 258. 258. Thank you. $250 in the middle of the money, gotta be 225, 225. Little money, little money, 5, 5, 5. Gonna be 220, little money, 225, 5, 5. 215, 215. Where little money, 15, little money, 215, little money, 15 right there. Now 217 and a half, 217 and a half. Gonna be 220, 222 to hang. Gonna be 225, 227 and a half. 30, 30 and a half. 35, 37 and a half. 240, 242 and a half. 245, 247 and a half. 247 and a half. 245, 247 and a half. Where 245 here. Gonna be 247 and a half. Little money, 245. Gonna be 247 and a half. 245 and 47 and a half. 245 and 47 and a half. Little money, 47 and a half. All in and all done. 245, 258, 245, 58. Let me 265, I'm going to be do the little money to 555, I'm going to be do the little money 250, little money to little money to 50 right there. Now 250 do to hang, going to be do 555, 255, 257 and a half, 257 and a half, 260 here, 252 to half, 252 to hang, going to be do 35, 257 and a half, 257 and a half, 267 and a half, now 270 here, now 272 and a half, 272 to hang, going to be do 75 and 55, 277 to hang, going to be do 77 and a half, 275, 277 and a half, where 275 little money to 70 and a half, 277 and a half, 275, 277 and a half, all in and all, 277 and a half, going to be 280, 280, 80, 80, 277 and a half, going to be 280, 277 and a half, going to be 280, 280, 280, all in and all done, 277 and a half, sold it right there, 277 and a half on 631, 631, thank you. Here we go, getting bigger. 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, gonna be little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, 125, little money to 125, 55, 125 for one, now 126 here, 125, little money to 126, 127, 128, 128 here, 128 here, gonna be 120, little money 128 here, gonna be 128, 129, little money 30, 30, 30, who do we 30, now 131, little money 131, gonna be 132, 133, 134, little 135, gonna be 135, 36 here, 130, little money 135, gonna be 136, 137, 137, gonna be 130, little money 139, 99, 140, little money 141, gonna be 141 and 142, 143, 144, little 145, gonna be 146 here, gonna be 140, little 148, 88, and 149, 99, 150 here, 150 here, now 151, 151, gonna be 152, little money 222, 153, little 154, gonna be 154, 44, 154, 5, 156, 56 here, gonna be little money 56, 155, gonna be 156, 157, 157, gonna be 158 and 158 over here, 157, gonna be 158, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 158, 158 here, 159. 159 here, going to be 159, little money 60 here, going to be 131 over here, 132, 22, and 133, 164, 135, little money 135, 55, 164 here, going to be 135, little money to 5, little money to 5, 5, 5, 134 and 5, 164, 5 here, and 136, little 137, going to be 167, back to you, 167, 167 here, going to be 137, 138, little 137, going to be 138, 8, 8, 167 here, going to be 138, little money 138, 7, going to be 138 over here, 137 and 138, 167 and 8, 167 and 8, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it up top, 167 on 632. We were doing one, or you can take both. What's your choice? Okay, 901 is going to be going out the door. Thank you. Here we go again. 150 here. Going to be little money to 50, 50, 50 right there. Now 151. 151 going to be 182. Little money to 53, going to be 153, 154. Little money to 555. Going to be 156. 157. Going to be 158. 159, 60. 160. 160. 159, 80. 131. Little 132. 132. 131 and 132. 161 here and 132. Little money 132. 131. 132. Going to be 132. 161. 162. 161 here. Going to be 132. One more pass. Where we going? 162. 163. Little money 163. Now 164. 164, 165 here, going to be 135, 136 here, 136 your way, 137, little 137, going to be 137, 137, 166. Gary's 167, you're going to be 168 over here to 139. Back to you, 139. I see him 170 here, going to be 170, 179, going to be 170, 170, 170, 169 right here, 170 where? 179, little money 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 169, 70, all in and all done, all in and all done, all in sold right here, 169, 610, 169, 610. Thank you, fellas. That one's a little bigger. 175, going to be 135, little money, 135, 55, 175, 177 and a half, 175 here, going to be 177 and a half, little 177 and a half, going to be 180 here, going to be 182 and a half, going to be 185, 187 and a half, little money, 187 and a half, going to be 190 here, 192 and a half, 195, 197 and a half, 197 and a half here, going to be 197, little money, 197 and a half, 195 here, going to be 197 and a half, little money, 195, going to be 197 and a half, 195, 197 and a half, where 195, little money, 197 and a half, 195 here, going to be 197 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. 195 on 102, 195, 102. 899 down there. 150 in the middle of the money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, gonna be little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, 150 where, and gonna be 150 right there. Now 150 do to hand, little money here, gonna be 150 do to hand, gonna be 155, 55, 155, 157 and a half. Now 160 here, now 150 do to half, 175, gonna be 175, 177 and a half, gonna be 170 here, gonna be 170 here, and 172 and a half, 172 and a half, 170 here, and 172 and a half, 170 here. What do you think, Dave? 172 and a half, 170 here, gonna be 172 and a half, little money 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, gonna be 132 and a half, 170 here, gonna be 172 and a half, 172 and a half, all in and all done. Sold it right here, 170, 260. Thank you. The 3 month spread. One six. Gonna be 130, little money, 135, 55, gonna be 130, little money, 130, 15, little money, 50, little money, 50, 50, 50, 150, little money, 50, gonna be 50, little money, $1, gonna be 125, 127 and a half, 127 and a half, gonna be 130, 132 to hang, gonna be 135, 137 and a half, little money, 40, gonna be 142 to hang, gonna be 145, 47 and a half, 145, 147 and a half, gonna be 150, and 152 to hang, gonna be 155, 157 and a half, 160 here, 162 to half, 162 to half, 162 to hang, gonna be 135, 137 and a half, 137 and a half, gonna be 130 here, little 167 and a half, 170 where? I got you a minute at 167 and a half. You're in at 167 and a half. Need 170, 167 and a half, gonna be 170, 170, 177 and a half, 170, 177 and a half, gonna be 170, 177 and a half, 170, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 167 and a half, 000, thank you. Nice little Red Bull. $3 a pound. Gonna be the little money in the 3, little money in the 3, 275. Gonna be doing the little money in the 75, gonna be doing 75, 277 and a half, 275, 277 and a half, gonna be 280, 80, 80, 80, 80, now 82 to hang, gonna be 285, 287 and a half, gonna be 290 here, 92 to hang, gonna be 295, 297 and a half, 297 and a half, 295, 297 and a half where? 295 here, gonna be 297 and a half, little money 97 and a half, 295, gonna be 297 and a half, gonna be 297 and a half right there. Now $3, 302 to hang, gonna be 305, 305, there is 7 and a half, gonna be 310, 310, 10, 10, did you say it? 310, 312 and a half, 312 and a half, gonna be 315, little money 15, 317 and a half, 315 here, 317 and a half where? And 315 here, gonna be 317 and a half, 315 and 317 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold at 315, 258, 315, 258. Thank you. $185, gonna be $185, little money to 185, 55 right there, and a 187 a hand, little 187 a hand, gonna be 190 here, little money 90. Gonna be 195, 197 a hand, gonna be $2 here, do and a hand, gonna be 205, 27 a hand, 210, 212 and a half, 215, 217 and a half, 217 and a hand, gonna be 220, 20, 20, who would be doing a little money, 220, 20, 20, 217 and a half here, 220 where, gonna be doing a little money, 220, 20, 20, gonna be 220, 217 and a half and 20, 217 and a half and 20 where, gonna be a little money, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 217 and a half, 102, 102, thank you. Ooh, look at this little guy. Little heifer, $3, gonna be little money, 33, gonna be 290, gotta be 290, little money, 90. 285, gonna be 285, little money 85, little money 55, gonna be 285, 285 where? 285 where? Little money 285, gonna be 285, little money 55, gonna be doing little money 265, 265, 265, gonna be doing little money 55, gonna be doing little money 285. Should I sell it by the head or what here? By the head, 900, gonna be little money 9, who do we little money 999, gonna be $800 here, gonna be little money 8, who do we little money 888, 700, 700 by the head, gonna be 7 little money 777, who do we little money 77. Let's little Charlotte heifer there. You got it, Gary? 700, now 750, 700 here, gonna be 750. Who do you see, Denise? Okay, I got you at 700. Now 750. 700 here, going to be 750. Little money 700, going to be 750. 700 here, going to be 750. 50, 50 right there. Now 800 here, going to be little money 888, 750, 775, 800. 800 here. 800 here. Now 8 and a quarter. Little money and a go. Little 825, 850 here. 8 and a quarter. 850 wearing going to be little money 825. Little 850 where? 825. 850. 875. 875. 850 here, going to be 875. Little I got you. 850 going to be 875. Little money 875. 850 here, going to be 875. 875, 850 now, 875, 875, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it 850, 631. 185 here, going to be 185, little money to find, little money to find, who do we 185, little money to 185, 5, 5, going to be 185, little money 185, 5, 5, 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, going to be little money to 50, who do we little money to 50, 50, 50, 125, 125 where, right there, and 127 a hand, going to be 130, little money to 30, 30, 30, and 132 and a half, 135, little 137 a hand, 137 a hand, going to be 140, little money, 142 and a hand, going to be 145, 142 and a half here, 145 where, and 142 and a hand, little money to 145, 5, 5, 142 and a half, 145, 147 and a half, 147 and a half, going to be 150, little 152 and a half, going to be 152 and a half, 150 here still, 152 and a half where, 150 here, going to be 152 and a half, little money, 150 here, going to be 152 and a half, 152 and a half, all in and all done. 150, 376, 150, 376. 125, gonna be 125, little money, 125, gonna be 125, little money, 125, gonna be 125, little money, 125, 110, 110, 10, 10, who would have been little money, 10, 10, 10, gonna be 110 right there. Now 112 and a half, 110 here, gonna be 12 and a half, little money, 110, gonna be 12 and a half, little 110, gonna be 12 and a half, little 112 and a half, 110, 12 and a half, 110, 12 and a half, 115 here, gonna be 115, little 117 and a half. Now 120, 120 here, gonna be 120, little 122 and a half, gonna be 125, 5, 5, gonna be 120, little 125, 5, 5, 122 and a half, 123, now 124, 125, 125, 126 here, going to be 126, 125. Do you want to do 126 over there? 125, 126 over here, 126, 126, 125, 126 here, going to be 127, little money, 127, going to be 128, 88, 128, and 129, little money, 129, going to be 130, little money, 131 over here, 131, 132, 132 here, going to be 132, little money, 2, 131, and 132, 131, 1 on the scale, 132, 133, little money, 333, going to be 134, little money, 134, going to be 133, and 134, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, sold at 133, Ron's way. Two-month spread. 140, little money, 40, little money, 40, 40, 40, gonna be 120, little money, 125, 5, 5, 127 and a half, where 125, little money, 127 and a half, 125, gonna be 127 and a half, little money, 127 and a half, gonna be 130, little money, 130, 130, 130, and 132 and a half, gonna be 132 and a half, 132 and a half, right there. Now 135, little money, 137 and a half, gonna be 140, little money, 40, 142 and a half, 145, 145, 147 and a half, gonna be 150, little money, 50, and 152 and a half, 150 here, 151 where, gonna be 151, little money, 150, gonna be 151, 1, gonna be 151, 151, all in and all done. 150 your way, 250, 33. 225, gonna be 220, 5, I'm going to be doing a little 220, going to be doing a little money 220 right there. Now 222 and a half, 220 here, going to be 222 and a half, little 222 and a half, going to be 225, little money 5, 5, 5, 227 and a half, going to be 230, little money 230, 232 and a half, going to be 235, 235, 237 and a half. Now 240 here, going to be 240, little money 40, 242 and a half, going to be 242 and a half. Got 240 down here, 242 and a half where, going to be 242 and a half, little money 240 here, going to be 242 and a half, going to be 242 and a half, 240 here, 242 and a half, going to be 242 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it. 240, 194 by 2. 240, 194 by 2. Thank you. 155, gonna be 155, little money to 155, little money to 155, 5, 5, gonna be 155, little money to 155, 5, 5, gonna be one. How about 180 on her? Gonna be 180, little money 80, 80, 165, gonna be 135, little money 135, 5, 5, gonna be 135, little money to 135, 150 where 150, little money to 50, 50, 50, gonna be 150, little money to 50, 50, 50, 145, 150, now 152 and a half, little money 150, gonna be 152 and a half, 150 here and 152 and a half, gonna be 155, gonna be 155, 157 and a half, 157 and a half, gonna be 160 here, 160 here, now 132 and a half, 132 and a half, gonna be 135, 135, little money, 135, 5, 5, gonna be 165, 162 and a half, 165, 135, gonna be 137 and a half, gonna be 137 and a half, and then 170 here, gonna be 170, 170, 170, 170, 170, 162, 167 and a half, gonna be 170, 170, 170, 177 and a half, gonna be 170, 170, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 167 and a half, 641. Okay, we need to make a note on Dave Smith's calf. 177.50 on that one they cut out. It's gonna be the no-tail back tag number. And we gotta call Dave and see if we can get that done. And it's going to 258. 225, gonna be doing a little minute of five, gonna be doing a little minute, $2 here, gonna be doing a little minute, 222, gonna be doing a little minute, 222, gonna be doing a little minute, 222, gonna be doing a little minute, 2222, 185, gonna be 185, little minute, 5, little minute, 5, gonna be 185, little minute, 185, 5, gonna be 185, where 175 here, gonna be 135, little minute, 135, 115, little minute, little minute, 50, gonna be 150, 140, 125, 5, gonna be 1 little minute, 125, 127 and a half. 125, gonna be 127 and a half, gonna be 130 and 132 to hang, gonna be 135, 137 and a half, 140 here, and 142 to hang, gonna be 145, 147 and a half, 147 and a half, gonna be 150 here, gonna be 152 to hang, gonna be 155, 155, 157 and a half, now 160 here, and 132 to hang, gonna be 132 to hang, gonna be 135, 177 to hang, gonna be 170 here, 170 here, 170 here, got 170, 172 to half, 170 here, 172 to half, 175. 177 and a half, gonna be 180 here, and gonna be 182 and a half, little money, 182 and a half, gonna be 185, 182 and a half, 185, gonna be 187 and a half, 187 and a half, 187 and a half, 187 and a half, gonna be 190, 187 and a half, here, gonna be 190, little money, 90, 187 and a half, gonna be 190, all in and all done, all in and all done. 187 and a half up there to 672 or 622. What do we got here, Gary? Little heifer there. Different deal. 175, gonna be 175, little money, 135, gonna be 175, little 150, little money, 50, little money, 50, who do little money, 50, 150 where, 125, little money, 125 right there, now 127 and a half, 125, 127 and a half, Blake, you guys want to go against each other? Got 125 on 80, 127 and a half where? 127 and a half, gonna be 130. 130 here, gonna be 132 to hand, little 135, gonna be 135, 137 and a half, and a 140, little 142 to hand, gonna be 145, 147 and a half, 150 here, now 152 to hand, gonna be 155, 152 and a half. Who do you got, Gary? 152 and a half, 155, 152 to hand, gonna be 155, 152 to hand, gonna be 155, 152 and a half here, and gonna be 155, little money, 155, 152 to hand, gonna be 155, 152 and a half, 155, 157 and a half, now 160 here, 160 here, 160 here, 160 here, and gonna be 160. City. Sold it your way. 157 and a half on 131. I think he pointed to. $185. Gonna be 185. 185. Little 185, gonna be 165, gonna be 135 right there. Now 177 and a half, 170 here, gonna be 170, 170, 170, gonna be 172 to hand. Little money, 172 to half, 170 here, gonna be 172 to half, 170 here, 172 to half, where 170 here, gonna be 172 to hand. Little money, 172 to half, 170 here, gonna be 172 to hand, gonna be 175, 177 to half, and 177 gonna be 180, 182 to half, 185 gonna be 187 to hand. Little money, 185 gonna be 187 to half, 185, 187 to half, 185 here, gonna be 187 to half, 185, 187 to half, 185, 187 to half, all in and all done. 185 right here, 250 on 131, 131. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Right here. These are the ones that are all dialed here. Preconditioned calves here. They've been weaned 45 days, vaccinated and wormed. They've had Triangle 10, Ultrabac 8, Poron Sidectin. Broke to the feed bunks, the hay bunks, water tanks, and electric fence broke. Audi Livestock here. 225, gonna be doing a little money in a $5, $2 here, gonna be doing a little money in a 2, little money in a 2, gonna be a little money in a 2, gonna be doing. He's got about 30 head of these. 220, gonna be 2, 185, little money 85, little 185, gonna be 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, little money 185, gonna be 187 and a half, little money 185, gonna be 187 and a half, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here, gonna be 192 and a half, gonna be 195, 197 and a half. Now $2 here, now 22 and a half, gonna be 205, little money in a 5, gonna be 207 and a half, little money 210, gonna be 210, 212 and a half, 215, gonna be little money in a 15. 217 and a half, gonna be 220, little money in a 20, 217, 218, 219, 220, little money in a 20, 221, gonna be 222, little money in a 223, now 224, 225, 226 here, gonna be 227, little money 228 here, gonna be 229, little 230, 30, another 31, 232, 233, 234, little 5, gonna be 236 here, 237, gonna be 238, 239. 241, 242, 243, going to be 244, 245, 55, 246 here, 245 up top, 246. 245, the money, 246 here, and 245, going to be 246, 245, 246 here, and 245, the money, 246, 245, 246, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 245, 607, 245, 607, thank you. Yeah, probably. Hold on a minute, Denise. They would like, hang on to the scale. Any two of those can go on 608 is what they're saying. They want to put two of those on buyer 608. Any two. Yep, they're all buddies up there. Yeah. They're all sitting next to each other. Big money for those. Yeah, there's a bunch of heifers. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. All right, here we go. Same man's cattle right here, all ready to rock and roll. $2 here, going to be a little money, $2 right there. Now $2.5. $2 here, going to be $2.5 money, $2.5. $2 here, going to be $2.5. $2 here, $2.5 where? $2 here, going to be $2.5 little money, $2 here, going to be $2.5. 2.5 where you're gonna be $2 little money, $2.5. $2 here, you're gonna be $2.5. $2 here, you're gonna be $2.5. Gonna be 205 little money, 5. Gonna be 2.5 down here, gonna be 2.5. Gonna be 210. 210, 2.7.5. Gonna be 2.8, 2.9. 2.9 down here, going to be little money 9, 2.8, going to be 2.9, 2.10, 2.10. Now 2.11, 2.10, going to be 2.11, little 11, going to be 12, 12 down here, going to be 2.12, 2.12, 12, 12, 2.12 right there. Now 2.13, little money 2.13, going to be 2.14, little money 2.13, 2.14, going to be 2.14, 2.15, 2.16, 2.16, 2.16, 2.15, 2.16. Is that a bid? 2.16, 2.17 here, going to be 2.17, 2.17, 2.17 here, going to be 2.18, little money 18, going to be 2.18, 2.17, going to be 2.18, 2.19, now 2.19, 2.18, 2.19 where? Going to be 2.19. Going to be 220, 20, 20, 220, now 221, 221, going to be 221, now 222, little money, now 22, 22, 22, now 223, down here, going to be 223, 223, 223, down here, going to be 223, little money, 333, 222 here, 223 where? 222, little money, now 333, 222, going to be 223, 222 and 223, all in and all done, all 223, 224, 224, little money, 223 and a half, 224, 223 and a half, sold it to you, 223 and a half, right there, 250, 33. They're getting bigger. Same man's cattle, Audi Livestock right here, all vaccinated and wormed. Everything's ready to go. $2 here, little money, little money, little money, little money, 185, little money, 185, 55, 185, 187 and a half, 185, gonna be 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half. Where? One little money, 87 and a half, 187 and a half, 185 here, gonna be 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half. Where? Gonna be 87 and a half, 187 and a half, little money, 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half. I got 185 with Ron, looking for 187 and a half, 185, little money, 87 and a half, little money, 185, gonna be 187 and a half, 185, gonna be 187 and a half, 185 here, gonna be 187 and a half. These things are ready to go. 185, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here. Here we go. Deals on. 190 here, gonna be 190, little money, 90, 187 and a half, gonna be 188, 189, little money, 190 here, 190 here, 191, 191, little money, 1 little money, 191 here, gonna be 91, little money, 91, 190 here, gonna be 191, 190 here, 191 where? 190 here, gonna be 191, little money, 191, 191, now 192, 192, 22, 191, gonna be 192, little money, 222, gonna be 192, 193 down here, 193, 194, little money, 4, little money, 4, 195, 5, gonna be 195, 196 here, gonna be 196, little money, 6 here, gonna be 197 down here, gonna be 197, little 196 and a half, 197, 197 and a half, gonna be 197 and a half, gonna be 198 over here, gonna be 198 and 198 and a half, down here, gonna be 198 and a half, 198 and a half, 199, little money, 99, gonna be 199 and a half, down here, 199 and a half. half. Now $2. $2 here, little money, two and a half. Here, gonna be 2.5. Little money, 2.5. Little money, 2.5. Half, gonna be 2.5. Now 201, gonna be 201. Little money to 1. Little money to 1. Gonna be 201. Little money 201. 1. 201. 201. 2.5. 201. 2.5. 201. 201. Now 201 and a half. 201 and a half here. Now you got to be 201 and a half. Now 202. 201 and a half. Gonna be 202. 202 and a half down here. Gonna be 202 and a half. Little money 202 and a half. Gonna be 203 up there. Gonna be 203. 203 and a half. Gonna be 203 and a half. Little money 203 and a half down here. Now 204 right behind you. 204 and a half. 204 and a half here. Gonna be 205. 205 and a half here. Gonna be 205 and a half down here. Gonna be 205 and a half. 26 here. Gonna be 26 and a half. Now 27. 27 and a half. 27 and a half down here. Gonna be 28. 28 and a half. Little money 8 and a half. Gonna be 209. 209 and a half down here. 209. 209 and a half here. Gonna be 209 and a half. Little 209 and a half. 209. Gonna be 209 and a half. All in and all done. Sold at 209, 250.33, 209, 250.33. One more time around, please. Same man's cattle. These are the ones you want. 225. I'm going to be doing a little money. 225, 55, 225, 215, 215, little money, 215, 217 and a half, 215 here. I'm going to be 217 and a half. Little money, 215, going to be 217 and a half. Little money, 215, going to be 217 and a half. 215, 217 and a half. Where I'm going to be 217 and a half. Little money, 217 and a half. 215, going to be 217 and a half. 215, 217 and a half. 215, 217 and a half. Little money, 217 and a half. Going to be 217 and a half. 217 and a half. 215, 217 and a half. 215, 217 and a half. Sold them 215, 131, 215, 131. $185, gonna be $185 right there. Now $187 a hand, gonna be $190 here, gonna be $192 a hand, gonna be $195, $197 a hand, little money, $197 a hand, gonna be $2 here, and a two and a half, two and a half. I'll be back for you. $205, gonna be $207 a hand, gonna be $210, $212 and a hand, little $212 and a hand, gonna be $215, $217 and a hand, gonna be $220, $222 and a half. Now $225, $227 and a half. Now $230, $232 and a hand, gonna be $232 and a hand, gonna be $235, $55, $237 and a half, $237 and a half. Now $240, $240 here, and $237 and a hand, and $240 here, and gonna be $240, now $242 and a half, $245, gonna be $240 and little money, $247 and a hand, gonna be $250 here, gonna be $250, $247 and a hand, gonna be $250, $247 and a half, $250 where? $247 and a hand, little money, $50, $50, and little money, $50. Sold them $247 and a half right down here. 194 by 2, 194 by 2. Thank you. $67, $63, $68, $62. $66, $63, $61, $62, $60, $68, $55, $57, $60, $57's right there. $61. There might not be a 67. It's a 61, not a 67. You're right, Denise. Got 8 on there? Yeah, we got her. You got 8 on there? Okay. Oh, our cattle here. These are spring Angus calves here. Had Covexin 8, Enforce 3. Vaccinated 10/26. Been on Premium Skagit Grazing, Second Cutting, Conway Dairy, 16 Grain, Vitalix Tubs, Trace Minerals. $250, little money, little money, little money, 50, $250 where? I'm gonna be doing little money, 50, $225, little money, $225, I'm gonna be doing little money, $225, $225 where? I'm gonna be $2 here, I'm gonna be little money, $2 here. Now two and a half, I'm gonna be two and a half, little money, $2 here, I'm gonna be two and a half, $2 here, two and a half, little money, little money, two and a half, gonna be two and a half, $2 here, two and a half where? Two and a half, gonna be 2.5, little money, 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 210 here, 210, 10, little money, 10, little money, 10, 7 and a half, gonna be 210. 10, 2, 7 and a half, gonna be 210, 210, 2, 7, 210 where? 2 207 and a half, 210, 212 and a half, little money, 12 and a half, little money, 210, gonna be 212 and a half, 212 and a half, 215, little money, 15, little money, 212 and a half, little money, 15, 15, 212 and a half, gonna be 215, 215, 214, little 215 here, gonna be 215, little 15, 214, 215, 214, 215 where, 214, little money, 15, little money, 214, gonna be 215, 214, 215, 216 here, gotta be 216, little money, 215, 16, 17, little money, 17, gonna be 218, little money, 298, you wanna be 218, now 218 here, now 218 here, 217, 218, gotta be 218, 219, gotta be 220, 220, 220, 20, 20, back to you, gotta be 220, little money, 220, 20, 20, gotta be 221 here, down 221, 222, gotta be 222, little money, 222, gotta be 222, and 223 here, gotta be 223. 224, 224, little money, little money, little money, 5, gonna be 5, 5, 5, 225, 226 here, 226 here, gonna be 226, little money, 226 here, gonna be 227, little 227, 226, 227 where, gonna be 227, little all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it to you at 226. 226, 226 on Ron over there.
33.
Same deal. Mallard cattle, they got about 30 head here today too. Got him. 250, little money, little money, very, 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 gonna be little 225, gonna be 225, little money to 5, little money to 5, had all their shots ready to go, 225, 227 and a half, right there, now 230, 230 here, and 232, little money, 235, gonna be 237 and a half, 237 and a half, 237, gonna be 40, down 240, 240, 240. Little money, 237 and a half, gonna be 240, 240, 240 right there. Now 242 and a half, 242 and a half, gonna be 245, 247 and a half, 247 and a half, gonna be 252 and a half, 252 and a half, gonna be 255, 257 and a half, 257 and a half, 255 here, gonna be 257 and a half, 255, 257 and a half, 255 here, gonna be 257 and a half, little money, 257 and a half, little 255, gonna be 257 and a half, 255, gonna be 257 and a half, all in and all. Over here, 255. Going on, Greg, 255 on 258. I don't know. Let's see here. 70, yeah, same cattle. Going to be 180, little money to find, little money to find right there. Now 187 a hang, going to be 190 here, going to be 190, 190, 190, 190, 192 to hang, going to be 195, 195, 197 a hang, going to be $2 here. Now 22 and a hang, going to be 205, little 27 a hang, going to be 210 over here, 210, 215, 217 and a half, 220 here, 222 to hang, going to be 225, 227 to hang, going to be 30, 232 to hang, going to be 35, 55, 235, 55, 232 and a half, 235 where? 232 and a half here, going to be 235, literally 232 and a hang, going to be 35, 55, 232 to hang, going to be 235, 235, all done and all done. 232 and a half on 102, thank you. Into the bull side here, same deal, Mauer cattle.
Yearlings.
185. Little money divine, little money divine, 5, gonna be little money 25, gonna be 185, little money 185, 165, gonna be 135, little money 135, gonna be 135, 5, gonna be 135, 165, 150, wearing gonna be 150 right there. Now 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half, little money 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half, 50 here, 152 and a half, gonna be 155, 5, 155, 5, 155, 5, 152 and a half, 155, 155, 157 and little money 157 and a half, 155, 157 and a half, 155, 156 here, gonna be 157, little 158 over here, 158, 159, 159. 160 here, 160 here, 160 here, gonna be 131, 131, 131, 131, 131, 160 here, and 131, 160 here, gonna be 131, little 130 here, gonna be 131, 130 here, gonna be 131, 131, 161, all in and all done. 160, 131, 160, 131. Here, now we're getting serious. 83, 77, 74, 75. I think so. Okay, we're good. 185. We gotta be 185. Little money, 185, 5. Gonna be 175. Gonna be 175. Little money, 135, 5. 165 here. Gonna be 135. Little 150. Little money, 50, 50, 50. Little money, 50. There. Now 152 and a half. 152 and a hand. Little 152 and a hand. Gonna be 155. Gonna be 155. 157 and a hand. Little money, 157 and a hand. Gonna be 130 here and 132 and a hand. Gonna be 132 and a hand. Gonna be 132 and a hand. Gonna be 132 and a half. 165. 167 and a half. 137 and a hand. Gonna be 137 and a hand. 135. 136 here. Gonna be 137 and 138 and little 138, 88 and 139 here. Gonna be 139, 170. 170. 170. Here in 171, little 171, 132, gonna be 132, 22, 132, and 133, little 3, and 134, gonna be 134, 4, 4. Now 175, 176 here. These are Mowers again. 176 here, gonna be 177, gonna be 177, and 178 over here to 178, 88, 178, 88, 88, 178, 179, 179 here, 179, little 179 over here to 178, gonna be 179, 99, 178, 179, 178, 179, 178 here, gonna be 179, little money 999, all in and all done. 179, 180 here, 180 here, 179, little 180, 180, 179 and a half, 180 here, 180 here, 179 and a half, 180, 179 and a half, 180, all in all, want to be 180? 180 where? 180. 180 right there. Now 180 and a half. 180 and a half, gonna be 181, little 181 and a half, gonna be 181 and a half here, and 181, 2, 2, 2, gonna be 181 and a half, 182, all in and all done. Sold them 181 and a half on 131. Open heifer. 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, gonna be little money 125, gonna be 125, little money to 125, 5, 5, gonna be 125, little money to 125, 5, 5, gonna be 120, 120, 120 where? Gonna be 120, little money 120 right there. Now 122 and a half, gonna be 122 and a half, little money to 122 and a half. 120 here, 122 and a half, gonna be 120 here, and 122 and a half, gonna be 125, 5, gonna be 125, 127 and a half, gonna be 130, little money to 30, 30, 30, 132 and a half, gonna be 135, 5, 5, 135, 137 and a half, 140 here, 140 here, gonna be 142 and a half, gonna be 145, little money to 47 and a half, gonna be 150 here, and little money to 50, 50, and 152 and a half, gonna be 155, 5, 5, 157 and a half, 160 here, now 160 here, gonna be 132 and a half, 130 here, and 132 and a half, little money to 132 and a half, 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, 160 here, and 132 and a half, gonna be 132 and a half, 130 here, and 132 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done, 160 your way, 33s. There you go, Russell, wherever you're at. By the head here, going to be 200, going to be doing a little money in a 2, 2, 2, going to be doing a little money in a 2, little 200 right there. Now 2 and a half where, going to be 2 and a half, little 300 over here, going to be 3 and a half, little 3 and a half, going to be 400, little money in a 4, 4, 4, and a 4 and a half here, going to be 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 425, 425, little money 450, going to be 450, now 475, 475, little money in a 475, 5, 5, going to be 475, 450 here, 475 where, 450 here, going to be 475, little money 450 here, going to be 475, 450, 475, 500 here, 475, little money to 5, 5, 5, 500 right there. Now 5 and a quarter, going to be 5 and a quarter, 500 here, little money to 525, little money to 525, 500 here, now 525, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it to you 500, 604 or 500, 604. Thank you. That could have been your little fair heifer over there. $2 here, you're gonna little money 2 right there, and a 2, 2 and a half, little money $2 here, you're gonna be 2, 2 and a half right there. Now 205, gonna be 2, 7 and a half, gonna be what's that? 2 what? 250, now 252 and a half, 252 and a half, gonna be 260, now 262 and a half, gonna be 275, 5, 5, 277 and a half, gonna be 270, now 272 and a half, 275, 277 and a half, 280, 282 and a half, 282 and a half, 280 here, gonna be 282 and a half, 282 and a half, gonna be 285, 287 and a half, 290 here, now 292 and a half, gonna be 295, 297 and a half, gonna be $3 here, 297 and a half and 3, 3, 3, who with 3, little money now 3, 297 and a half and 3, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it over here, 297 and a half, 258. 290. No, that was by the pound. Two 15, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, little money to 250, we're going to be doing little money to 250, 50, 50, little money, 50, 50, 50, 250, now 252 and a half, 250 here, gonna be 252 and a half, little money, 250 here, gonna be 252 and a half, 252 and a half, gonna be 255, 5, 5, 255, little 257 and a half, now 250 here, 252 and a half, gonna be 275, 277 and a half, now 270, 272 and a half, gonna be 275, 277 and a half, gonna be 280, 282 and a half, gonna be 285, 287 and a half, now 290, 292 and a half, gonna be 295, 297 and a half, now $3, 297 and a half, gonna be 3, little money, now 3, 3, 3, 297 and a half, and 3, little money, now 3, little money, now 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, sold at 297 and a half, 631, 631. $250, little money, little money, 280. Now 282 and a half, 282 and a half, gonna be 285, little 287 and a half, gonna be 290 here, gonna be 290. Gonna be 295, 297 and a half. Now $3 here, 302 and a half, 305, 307 and a half, gonna be 310, 10, 10, 10, 312 and a half, gonna be 315, 317 and a half, 320, 322 and a half, gonna be 325, 327 and a half, 325, 327 and a half, 327 and a half, gonna be 330, little money, and 330, 30, 30, now 332 and a half, gonna be 332 and a half. Now 335, little money, and a 5, 332 and a half. I got you, Greg, at 332 and a half. Need 335, 332 and a half. 335, 5, 5, who there 335, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold it to you 332 and a half, 258, 258. $185, gonna be $185, little money, little money, 185, 5, 5, gonna be $185 right there. Now $187 a hand, little money, gonna be $87 a hand, little money, 185, gonna be $187 a half, where gonna be $187 a half, $185, $187 a half, $187 a hand, gonna be $190 here, gonna be $192 a hand, gonna be $195, 5, 5, $195, $197 a hand, gonna be $2 here, and $2 here. Now 2 and a half, 2 and a half, gonna be 2 and a hand, little money, 2 and a half, $2 here, gonna be 2 and a half, $2 here, 2 and a hand, gonna be 205, little money, 5, 5, 5, 2, 7 a hand, gonna be 2 10, little money, 212 and a hand, gonna be 215, 217 and a hand, gonna be 220, 222 and a half. Now 225, 227 and a half. Now 230 here, going to be 232 and little money, 235, bye bye, 237 and a hand, little money, 237 and a half, 235, 237 and a half, 235, 237 and a hand, little money, 235, 237 and a half, 235, 237 and a half. Now 240, now 242 and a hand, going to be 245, 5, 5, 242 and a half, and 245, 5, 5, going to be 245. All in and all done. All in and all done. 242 and a half on 000. Here we go, nice little steer there by the head here. Going to be 800. Going to be little money, 800, little money, 800, little money, 8, got 5. Now 600, 500. Going to be 600 here. Going to be 7, little money, now 7, 600. Now 7, 700, 650, 700 here. Going to be 750, little money, 750, little money, 750, 700 here, 750 where? Going to be 750, little money, 700. Going to be 750, little money, 50, 50, 50, 700 here. Going to be 750, 700 here. Going to be 750. Little money, 50, little money, 700. Going to be 750, 750. All in and all done. 700 on 631, 631, thank you. What do we got here, guys? $22. 280 here, going to be 280, little money, 80, 265, going to be 235, little money, 250, right there. 2 and a half, 252 and a half, going to be 285, 257 and a half, going to be 280 here, 282 and a half, now 265, 267 and a half, now 270 here, 272 and a half, going to be 275, 278 and a half, going to be 280, now 282 and a half, going to be 285, 55, 287 and a half, 285, 287 and a half, where 285, going to be 287 and a half, little money, 285, going to be 287 and a half, 285, going to be 287 and a half, all 287 and a half, 290, 290, now 292 and a half, 292 and a half, going to be 295, 297 and a half, 297 and a half, 295 here, going to be 297 and a half, 295 here, going to be 292 and a half, all in and all done. 295, 258. 2 280 here. Going to be 280, little money, 80, little money, 80, 80, 80, going to be 80, little money, 80, 80, who to be 80, 280 where? 265, 235, little money, the right, 5, going to be 235, 250, 250 where? 250, 240, little money, 40, little money, 225, 240 right there. Now 242 and a half, 242 and a half, little money, 242 and a half, going to be 245, 245, 247 and a half, going to be 250, 252 and a half. Now 255, 255, 257 and a half. Now 260 here, 260 here, 262 and a half, 262 and a half, 260 here, going to be 262 and a half, going to be 265, 265, 265, 267 and a half. Now 270, now 270 here, going to be 270, 272 and a half, going to be 270, 262 and a half, 270 where? Now 272 and a half, 272 and a half, going to be 275, 277 and a half, going to be 280 here, going to be 282 and a half, 280 here, 282 and a half, all in and all done. 280, 631, 280, 631, thank you. I think it's a steer. Steer. 185, going to be 185. Little money to 185 right there. Now 187 and a half. What's up? 225. Now 227 and a half. 227 and a half. Going to be 230. 230, 30, 30. Now 232 and a half. Going to be 35. 37 and a half. Going to be 240. 242 and a half. Going to be 245. 55. 242 and a half. 245. 242 and a half. Here going to be 245. Little money to 245. 242 and a half. Going to be 245. 242 and a half. 245. 55. 242 and a half. Going to be 245. All in and all done. Sold at 242 and a half. 102. 242 and a half. 102. Thank you. 220, gonna be 220, little money to 20, 20, 20, gonna be 220 right there. Now 222 to half, 220 here, gonna be 222 to half, little money to 222 to half, 220 here, 222 to half, gonna be 222 to half, gonna be 225, 225, 55, 225, 227 to half, gonna be 230. Now 232 and a half, gonna be 235, 235, 240. Now 242 and a half, gonna be 245, 247 and a half, gonna be 250, 50, 50, 252 and a half, gonna be 255, 257 and a half, 230 here, 230 here, 232 and a half, gonna be 235, 265, 267 and a half, 267 and a half, gonna be 270, 267 and a half, 270 where? 267 and a half, gonna be 270, 267 and a half, and 270, 70, 70, 267 and a half, gonna be 270, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 267 and a half, 258. 225, gonna be 220, money to 5, gonna be 225 right there. Now 227 and a half, 225, the other deals on, gonna be 227 and a half, 227 and a half, gonna be 230, 230, now 232 and a half, gonna be 235, 237 and a half, the other money 237 and a half, 237 and a half, 237 and a half, gonna be 240, the other money to 42 and a half, gonna be 245, 247 and a half, gonna be 250, 252 and a half, gonna be 255, 257 and a half, 257 and a half, 257 and a half, 260 here, gonna be 230, 257 and a half, gonna be 260, 257 and a half, 260 where? 257 and a half, gonna be 257 and a half, 260, 260, all in and all done. Sold it right here, 257 and a half, on 258, 258. $185, gonna be $185, little money to $185 and $187 and little money to $185, gonna be $187 and little $185, gonna be $187 and a half, $187 and a half, gonna be $190 here, gonna be $190, $192 and a half, gonna be $195, $195, $187 and a half, gonna be $2. Now $2 and a half, $2 and a half, gonna be $205, little $2 and a half, gonna be $2 and a half, and $2 little money to $12 and a half, gonna be $212 and a half to $215, gonna be $217 and a half. Now $220, $222 and a half, $222 and a half, gonna be $225, 55, gonna be $225, 55, $222 and a half here, $225 where? $222 and a half, gonna be $225, 25. 227 and a half, 227 and a half, gonna be 230, 232 and a half, gonna be 232 and a half, little money 235, 55, and 235, you want to do it, 237 and a half, now 240, 240 here, gonna be 240 and 242 and a half, 242 and a half, little money 242 and a half, I got 240 in the door, 242 and a half, gonna be 240 and 242 and a half, 240 here, gonna be 242 and a half, little money 242 and a half, all in and all done, 240, 631, 240, 631, thank you. Four good matches there, good black steers. 225, gonna be 225, little money number 225, 250 now, 252 and a half. 250 here, gonna be 252 and a little money, 252 and a half. 250 here, gonna be 252 and a half, gonna be 255, 257 and a half, gonna be 260 here. 260 here. 257 and a half, gonna be 260 where? 257 and a half, 260. 257 and a half, gonna be 230 and a little money, 230 now, 232 and a half, gonna be 232 and a half, 235. 265, 267 and a half. 265 here, gonna be 237, 235, gonna be 237 and a half. 265, gonna be 237 and a half, gonna be 270 here, gonna be 272 and a half. Up top, 272 and a half. 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 You got to be 272 and a half. All in and all done. 270 right here. 631. $225. I'm gonna be $225. Little money to $5. I'm gonna be $225. $225. $227 and a half. $227 and a half. Gonna be $230. Little money $230 and a half. Gonna be $235. $237 and a half. Gonna be $240. $242 and a half. Gonna be $245. $247 and a half. Gonna be $250. $250. $247 and a half and $250 where? $247 and a half here. Gonna be $250. Little money $250 right there. Now $252 and a half. $250 here. $252 and a half. Little money $252 and a half. $250 here. Gonna be $252 and a half. $252 and a half. $250 here. Gonna be $252 and a half. Gonna be $252 and a half. All in all done. 250 right here on 258. 250 on 258. $275. 275 in the middle, 250 in the middle of the money, in the middle of the money, 50, 50, 50, in the middle of the 50, 50, 50, light ones here. 250, now 252 and a half. 250 here, going to be 252 and a little money, 252 and a half, going to be 255, 252 and a half, going to be 230 here, 232 and a half, going to be 235, 230 and a half, 260 and a half, 270 here. Now 270, now 272 and a half, now 275, 277 and a half, going to be 280 here, and 280 in the little money, 80, 280 in the little 82 and a half, going to be 85 in the little money, 555, 282 and a half, 285 where, 282 and the little money, 285, 282 and a half, going to be 285, 55, 282 and a half, going to be 285, 5555, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold them to you at 282 and a half on 631. 631. Thank you. 250 in the middle of the money, in the middle of the money, in the middle of the money, in the 50, 50, 50, gonna be in the middle of the money, in the 50, 50, 50, who do we in the middle of the money, in the 50, 50, 50, gonna be 50, 250, 250 where, 250 where, 240 in the middle of the money, in the middle of the money, in the 40, 40, 40, who do we 40 in the middle of the money, 225, 225, 227 and a half, 225, 227 and a half, 225 here, gonna be 227 and a half, gonna be 230 in the middle of the money, 232 and a half, gonna be 235, 237 and a half, gonna be 240 in the middle of the money, 42 and a half, now 245, 247 and a half, 250 here, 252 and a half, 252 and a half, 252 and a half, your way, 252 and a half, gonna be 255, 55, 257 and a half, 257 and a half, 257 and a half, 260 here, gonna be 230, 257 and a half, gonna be 230, 257 and a half, 260 where, 257 and a little money, 257 and a half, gonna be 260, all in and all done. Sold them 257 and a half, 631, 257 and a half, 631, thank you. Yeah. 2 peas in a pod. 150 in the middle of the money, in the middle of the money, in the very, 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 gonna be the little money, in the very, 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 who do we in the little money, in the very, gonna be the little money, in the very, 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 who do we 125, 125, 125, where? Gonna be 125, little money, 125, 5, gonna be 125, little money, 125, 5, gonna be 125, 110, little 110 right there. Now 12 and a half, 110, gonna be 12 and a half, little 112, gonna be 125 for one. 127 and a half, 127 and a half, all the way, 130, in the middle of the money, 30, 30, 30, 127 in the middle of the money, 130, 30, 30, 127 and a half, 130, 130 right there. Now 132 and a half, we're selling them both. 135, 137 and a half, 140 here, 142 and a half, gonna be 145, 147 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 150, now 152 and a half, gonna be 150 here. I got 150 here, 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 152 in the middle of the money, 150 here, and 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 152 and a half, all in and all done. Sold them to you 150, 641, thank you. Okay, these are done. These are done. What do we got left, Denise? Getting bigger. These are grass-fed girls right here. Bargain cattle. 150, 125, right there. Now 127 and a half, 127 going to be 127 and a half. Probably get a weight on him, Gary, if you don't mind. 125, 127 and a half, 127 and a half. We're going to be 127 and a half, 127 and a half, 127 and a half, 130, 130, 130, 132 and a half, 132 and a half. Going to be 135, 135, going to be 135, 137 and a half, 137. I'll be back for you. 137 and a half. Going to be 140 here. Going to be 140, no 142 and a half. Going to be 145, 55, 145, 55, 147 and a half. Going to be 147 and a half, 145. How about you guys? 147 and a half. Now 150 here. Little money, 50. Now 152 and a half. 152 and a half. 152 and a half. Going to be 155, 55, 157 and a half. 157 and a half. 157 and a half. 160 here. Going to be 150. 152 and a half. 162 and a half. 162 and a half. 135. 135, 55, 167 and a half. Going to be 137 and a half. 137 and a half. 167 and a half. 170. 172 and a half. 172 and a half. 172 and a half. Going to be 135, 55, 172 and a half. 175 where? 172 and a half. 135. 135, 55, 172 and a half. 175. All in and all done. 172 and a half this way. Buyer numbers. It's been a while. Been a minute. 630. 630. Thank you. You betcha. Bargain cattle. Good ones here. Nice black ones. Grass fed. Here we go. 220. Gonna be doing a little money on 20. Gonna be doing a little money on $2 here. Gonna be a little money on 2. Little money on 2. Gonna be a little money on 2. Gonna be a little money on 2. 185. 185. Where? Gonna be 185. Little money 185. Gonna be 185. Little money 185. Gonna be 185. 175 here. Gonna be 175. Little money 175. 150. Little money 50 right there. Now 152 and a half. 150 here. Gonna be 152 and a half. Gonna be 155. Little money 155. Gonna be 157 and a half. 157 and a half. Gonna be 160 here. Gonna be 152 and a half. Gonna be 135. 165, 167 and a half, 170 here, going to be 170, 172 to hang, going to be 172 and a half, 175, going to be 175, 177 and a half, 177 and a half, 180 here, going to be 180, 80, 182 to hang, going to be 182 to hang, little money, 182 to hang, going to be 185, going to be 185, 187 and a half, 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, where? 185, little money, 187 and a half, 185, going to be 187 and a half, little money, 185, going to be 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, all in and all done, 185 your way, 250 on 33. Same deal here. $2 gonna be little money 2, little money 2, little money 185, gonna be 185, little money 5, 185, 187 and a half, 187 and a half, gonna be 190, little money 90 here, 192 and a half, gonna be 195, 197 and a half, gonna be $192 here, gonna be 2 and a half, gonna be 205, now 27 and a half, 27 and a half, gonna be 210, little money 210, 27 and a half, gonna be 210, 27 and a half. Mel, are we at 27 and a half? Ron, are you at 205? Now 207 and a half. 205 going to be 207, little money 205, little money 207 and a half, 205 going to be 207 and a half, 205, 207 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. 205 on 250 by 5. Thank you. $833, $832. John Gabato cattle. Out of Blaine, I believe. Some good ones here. 225. Gonna do a little money to 5. Little money to 5. Gonna be doing a little money to 225. $2 here. Gonna do a little money to 2. Little money to 2. Little money to 2. Gonna be doing a little 185. 187 and a half. 185. Little money 7 and a half. 187 and a half. Gonna be 190 here. Gonna be 190. 192 to hang. Gonna be 195. 195. 197 and a half. Gonna be $2 here. $2 here. Now 2 and a half. Now 205. 207 and a half. 205 here, going to be 207 and a half, little money 205, going to be 207 and a half, little money 205, going to be 207 and a half, 205, 207 and a half, 205 here, going to be 207 and a half, little money 205, little money 207 and a half, 205, 207 and a half, where going to be 207 and a half, 205, going to be 207 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done, right here, 205, 194 by 4. Look at this nice set of reds. Think so. Renangus limo cross. 225. Going to be little minute 5. Who do little minute 525? We're going to be $2 here. Little minute 2. Little minute 222. Going to be little minute 222. 185. 185. Little minute 1. Little minute 25. 185. 185. Little minute 555. Going to be 175. 177 and a half. 175. 177 and a half. 170. Going to be 180 here. Going to be little money 80. 177 and a half, 180, 182 and a half, gonna be 182 and a half, 185, 55, gonna be 185, little money 555, 187 and a half, 187 and a half, 185. 187 and a half, 185 here, going to be 187 and a half, little money 185, be 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, where you're going to be 87, little money 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, all in and all done. 185 on 250 by. He's doing this. Gabato actually brought 2 of Bill Church's with him. Yeah. Oh yeah, last month. Yeah. Can you mind calling in a hamburger for me? Or, yeah, they'll know what I want. 128 to go. Two bulls. 175, gonna be 175. Little money, little money, 555. Gonna be 175, little money, 175. We're gonna be 175, little 150. Now 152 and a half. 150 here, 152 and a half. Little money, 155. Gonna be 157 and a half. 157 and a half. 157 and a half. Gonna be 160 here. Gonna be 132 and a half. Gonna be 135. 137 and a half. Gonna be 170 here. 172 and a half. Gonna be 175. 177 and a half. Gonna be 180. 182 and a half. 185. 187 and a half. Gonna be 190 here. 192 and a half. Gonna be 195. 55. 197 and a half. 197 and a half, Ron. 195 here. Now 197 and a half. 195. 197 and a half. Gonna be $2 here. $2 here. Now 2 and a half. Gonna be 205. Little limit of 555. Gonna be 205 here. Gonna be 205.55. 207 and a half. 210, 27 and a half, little money to 10, 10, 27 and a half, and 210, 27 and a half, gonna be 210, little money to 27 and a half, and 210, 10, 10, 10, 10, all in and all done, all in and all done. 27 and a half on 376. Grass-fed and vaccinated here. Grass and vaccinated, RTJ Farms. 175, gonna be 175 right there. Now 177 and a half, 175, 177 and a half, gonna be 180 here, 182 and a half, gonna be 185, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here, 192 and a half, gonna be 195, 197 and a half, $2 here, gonna be 2 and a half, gonna be 205, 107 and a half, gonna be 210, 212 and a half, gonna be 15, 17 and a half, gonna be 220, 222 and a half, gonna be 225, 227 and a half, 230, 232 and a half, 232 and a half, 230 here, and 232 and a half where, 230 here, gonna be 232 and a half, money, 232 and a half, 230 here, now 232 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. 230 on 102, 230 on 102. Terry, can you run a couple?
Yep. All right, what do we got? A couple steers? Elridge cattle. All right, 225, 225, 225, $2. Two, now 1. 201, 201, $2.01, $2.01, $2.01, $2.01, $2.01. Sold $2. Too late. All right, same cattle. 225, 225, 210, 210, $2, two nice calves. Got two, now one, 201, $2 one, $2 one, $2 one, $1 one, $2 one, $2 now one, two now one. Sold $2, same way, 131, 131. And heifers. All right, grass-fed and vaccinated. All right, $2, two, 185. 185, 185, 150, 50 to 150, now one, 150, 151, 151, 150, now one, 151, 151, 151, 151, 151, 151, one, now two, 152, 3, 4, 154, now 5, 155, now 6, 156, 7, 158, 158 to 9, 159, now 60, now 1, 61, now 2, 62, now 3, 63, 262, now 4, 64, 65, 165, now 6, 166, now 7, 167, 167, 167, now 8, 168, now 9, 169, 169, 169, now 70, 170, 1, 171, 171, now 2, 172, 2, now 3, 173, 173, 172, now 3, 173, sold 172, 33. Oh, what do we got here? Little lightweight heifers. All right, what do we 50, 250, 225, 225, 210, don't weigh much, 210, 2, now 1, 201, $2 now 1, $2 1, $2 now 1, $2 1, $2 now 1, $2 now 1, 2 now 1, 201, sold $2, 131, 131. All right, couple little steers. 250, 250, 225, 225, 225. What do we got? Yep, they're banded. They're almost, they're steers. 225, 210, 210, 212 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 215, 215, 17 and a half. Now 20, 220, 222 and a half, 22 and a half, 5, 225, 227 and a half, 227 and a half, 27 and a half, 227 and a half. 7 and a half, now 30, 230, 30, now 1, 231, now 2, 32, 32, now 3, 233, 4, 34, now 5, 235, 235, 235. Sold 234 by 2. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, lightweight little steers. Nice calves. Five head. $3, 3, 275, 275, don't weigh much, 250, 250, now 2 and a half, 252 and a half, 2 and a half, 252 and a half, 252 and a half, 252 and a half, 252 and a half, 5, 255, now 7 and a half, now 60, now 2 and a half, 62 and a half, 65, now 7 and a half, 267, 270, now 2 and a half, 72 and a half, now 5, 75, 275, 275, sold 272.50. Michael, what's that? 631, 631. No, why?
This might be C and D.
Why, we're missing.
Coming up at C?
Well, it is C and D. Yeah. Oh, you ready to take back over? Oh, okay. All right, these cattle weaned 45 days, fully vaccinated, 8-way, 3-wax, heifers, band, vaccine, banded, 45 days. All right, what do we got here? Oh, no, this is bargain cattle. Different deal. All right, what do we got? $2. Two. What is there a calf with an I in there? $2 for choice. I got $2 for choice. Cut one out of there. Two. Now one. $2.01. $2.01. $2.01. $2.01. $2.01. $2.01. $2.01. Now two. 202, now 3, 203, 3 now 4, 204 now 5, 205 now 6, 206, 7, 207, 8, 208, 2708, 208. Sold them 207. Titus, what's the number? You want to cut one or to take them all? Oh, leave the one with the eye. You got it, Gary? Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, what do we got? 175, 175, 150, 125. Now 7.5. 127.5, 127.5, 127.5, 127.5, 127.5. Sold 125, 131, 131. What do we got? A heifer? All right. Oh, 250, 250, 225, 225, to the nice heifer. 225, 225, 210. 10, now 12.5, now 15, 215, now 17.5, 17.5, 270.5, 270.5, now 20, 220, 222.5, 225, 225, now 7.5, 227, 230, 231, 2, 2, now 3, 233, now 4, 234, 5, 235, 5, 240, now 1, 241, now 2, 242, 2, now 3, 243, now 4, 44, 45, 46, 46, now 7, 47, 48, now 9, 249, 50, now 1, 251, 251, sold 250, Mel, straight. Oh, what do we got here? This got an I too, Junior. You fix that up in a hurry. $3, 3, 275, 250, 250, 225, 250. Now 1, 251, 51 now 2, 252, 2 now 3, 253, 4, 54, 254, 255, 6. 256 now 7, 57 now 8, 58, 258 now 9, 259 now 60, 260, 1, 261 now 2, 22 now 3, 63 now 4, 64, 264, 65, now 6, 66, now 7, 67 now 8, 68, now 9, 269, 270, 1, 271 now 2, 2 now 3, 273, 373, 4, 274, 275, 275, now 6, 276 and 7, 277, 277, 277, did you say it? 277, now 8. 278, now 9, 279, 279, 279, sold them 278, 258. All right, a little bigger. Big steer. Oh, $2, $2, 175, 175, 175, 150, 150, now 1, 151, 151, now 2, 152, now 3, 153, 3, now 4, 154, now 5, 155, 6, 6, now 7, 157, 8, 158, now 9, 159, now 60, 160, now 1, 161, 2, 3, 163, now 4, 164, now 5, 165, now 6, 167, now 7, 167, 8, 69, 169, 169, 169, now 70, 170, 170, now 1, 2, 72, now 3, 73, now 4, 74, now 5, 75, now 6, 76, now 7, 77, 8, 178, 79, now 80, 180, 2.5, 82.5, now 5, 85, now 7.5, now 90, 290, 190, 290, where was that? 290? 190, okay. 190, Ron? Sold them 187, way up top. 616. All right, a little lighter, nice looking steer though. 225 is a steer. 225, 225, 225, now 7.5, 227, now 30, 230, Mel, 230, now 2.5, 232.5, 232.5, 232.5, Sold them 230 by 2. Grill's going off at 3:30. All right, these are Groon cattle here. These cattle have had all their weaned 5-way, 8-way, wormed. Good cattle. Well, $2, 185, 185, 150, 50 to 150, 50, 150, $150, 150, 145, 125. Not a bad little red. 125. Now 7.5. Now 30. 130. 130. 2.5. 135. 135. Now 7.5. Now 40. 140. Now 2.5. 45. 145. 145. 145. Now 7.5. 147.5. 145. Now 7.5. Now 50. 150. 152.5. Now 5. 155. 155. Now 7.5. Now 60. 162.5. Now 5. Now 7.5. 167.5. 170. 172.5. 72.5. 172.5. Sold them 000. All right, what do we got? A heifer? 160. $2. $2. Had all their shots. Weaned 8-way. Wormed 5-way. All right, $2. $2. 175. 2. Got 2. Now 1. 201. $2.01. $2.01. Now 2. 202. Now 3. 203. 3. Now 4. 204. Now 5. 205. 205. Now 6. 206. 7. 207. 08. 208. 208. 9. 29. 10. Now 12 and a half. 212 and a half. 212 and a half. 212 and a half. Now 15. 215. 17 and a half. 217 and a half. 17 and a half. 20. 220. 220. 222 and a half. Sold 220 by 4. All right. Had all their shots. Same cattle here. 5-way, 8-way, wormed, weaned. $225. $2. $2. 190. 190. 180. 175. 150. 50, 2.5, now 5, 155, now 7.5, 157, now 60, 160, 2.5, 62.5, now 5, 165, now 7, 7.5, 7, now 70, 170, 2.5, 172 and a half, 5, 175, 175, 77.5, 77.5, 80, 180, now 2.5, 82.5, 82.5, now 5, $85, 85, 185, now 7.5, 187, now 90, 190, now 2.5, 192.5, 192.5, sold 190, 33. All right, big, nice steer. That's a pretty beauty. All right. Oh, McRae cattle down in Skagit. $2. $2. 195. 195. 195. 160. 160. 150. Now 2.5. 152 and a half. 52 and a half. 152 and a half. 152 and a half. 152 and a half. 152 and a half. 155. 7.5. 157 and a half. 157 and a half. 157 and a half. 157 and a half. Now 60. Now 2.5. 162 and a half. 62 and a half. 162 and a half. 165. Now 7.5. 167 and a half. Now 70. 170. 2.5. 172 and a half. Now 5. 175. 175. Now 77 and a half. Now 80. 180. 2.5. 82 and a half. 82 and a half. 82 and a half. Now 5. 185. 185. Christine jumped in, Ron. 185. Sold him 182.50 right there. 113. 113. Little bull. All right. 185. 185. 150. 151. 150. 150. 140. 125. 125 for the bull. Dave, 120. I got 120. Now 2.5. 122 and a half. 122 and a half. 122 and a half. 122 and a half. Sold them 120. 80 by 5. looked like a McRae. Kathy McLeod. Oh, what do we got here? Look at it. 3 heifers, fancy. Oh, here's McRae cattle. All right, what are we going to do? 185, 185, 185, 185, 150, 2.5, 150, now 2.5, 152.5, 52.5, 152.5, 152.5, 152.5, 160, cut 1, 162.5, 165, 165, now 7.5, 169, 170, 2.5, 72.5, now 5, 175, 175, 175. Sold 172.50. You want to cut the? You want the 2 red? Cut the pen scour. What do you want that on, Ron? 33. All right. 170, 150, 150, 40, 140, 100, 140, 140. Now 2.5, 142.5, 142.5, 142.5, 142.5, 142.5. Sold them your way, Junior, 140, 630. Oh, what do we got here? Fancy? Look, kind of looks like it. Nope, we got a group of these came in from right next door. Grass fed. Oh, $2, $195, $195, $150, $50, $150, $150, $150, $140. Now 2.5. 42.5, 142.5, 142.5, 142.5, 142.5, 142.5, 142.5. Sold them 140, 33. All right, same man's cattle right here. Came right down the road. Fed. All right, 150, 150, 40, 40, 140, 140, 130, 125, 125, 25. Now 7.5, 127.5, 127.5, 127.5, 127.5, 127.5, 127.5. Sold 125, 33. No more Herefords. All right, came right up the road here. Grass fed. All right, 185, 185, 185, 185, 170, 150, 40, 140. Got 140. Now 2.5. 142.5. Now 5. 145. 147.5. 147. 150. 2.5. 5. 155. 155. 5. No 7.5. No 60. 160. 155. No 60. 160. Sold. Oh. 60. Now 2.5. Sold them 60. Thanks, Aaron. You ready, Johnny?
Yeah, nice black heifers here. 150 in the middle of the money, little money, little money, going to be 125, little money, 125, going to be 120, little money, 125, little money, $1, I'm going to be little money, $1. I want to do it a half. $1 here, going to be 1 to do it, little money, 1 to do it a half, going to be 1 to do it a half, little money, 1 to 5, going to be 1 to 7, little money, 1 to 10, going to be 10, little money, 10. little money 115 here, gonna be 115, 117 and a half, 120 here, 120 here, gonna be 20 to 22 and a little money 125, gonna be 125, would be 125, 127 and a half, 127 and a half, gonna be 130, little money 30, 30, 30, 132 and a half, gonna be 132 and a half, gonna be 135, little money 5, 5, 5, 132 and a half, 133, gonna be 134, little money 4, 4, 4, 134, 133 here, gonna be 134, little money 4, 4, 4, 134 and 135, little money 6, 6 here, gonna be 136, 137, little money 137 and 138, little money 138, 8, 8, 8, 8, 137 and 138, 137, 138 wearing, gonna be 138, little money 137, gonna be 138, all in and all done. 137, 250, 33. 817, nice fat one there. 150, little money to 50, little money to 50, 50, 50, little money 125, little money 125, 127 a hand, little money 127 a half, 125, 27 a half, wearing gonna be 127 a hand, little money 127 a hand, 125 gonna be 127 a hand, little money 127 a half, 125, 27 a hand gonna be 130, Neil's on 130, 130, 132 a hand gonna be 135, 137 a hand gonna be 140, little 142 a hand gonna be 145, 147 a hand gonna be 150, and 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 155, 157 a hand gonna be 157 a hand, little money 157 a half, 160 here gonna be 162 and a hand, gonna be 135, 135, 137 and a half, 165, 166 where, 135 little money, 136 here, 135, gonna be 136 here, all in and all done, all in and all done. Right here, 165 on 181. I know. $150 in the middle of the money, little money, 50, 50, little money, 50, 125, little money, 125, 5, 5, who to be one little money, 125, wearing gonna be one little money, 125, 5, 5, 110, little money, 10, little money, 10, 10, 10, gonna be little money, 10, 110, little money, 110, wearing gonna be 110, little money, 110, 10, 10, now 112 and a half, 110, gonna be 12 and a half, little money, 110, little money, 112 and a half, gonna be 110 here, gonna be 112 and a half, where, 110, 112 and a half, 111, gotta be 111, little money, 10, gonna be 111, little money, 110, gonna be 111 over here, 110 and 11, 110 and 11, 110 and 11, little money, 110, gonna be little money, 110, 111, 112, 112, 112, 112, 112, gonna be 112, 111, 112, 111 here, gonna be 12, little money, 111, gotta be 12, little money, 12, little money, 111, gotta be 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold at 111 right here, 635, 635, thank you. $1, I'm gonna do a little money, little money, 85 cents on them, gonna be 85, little money, 85 right there. Now 87 and a half, 85, little money, 87 and a half, 85, gonna be 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 85 here, gonna be 87 and a half, little money, 85, gonna be 87 and a half, gonna be 90 here, gonna be 90, 92 and a half, gonna be 92 and a half, gonna be 95, 5, 97 and a half, gonna be 97 and a half, 97 and a half, 95, 97 and a half, 95 here, gonna be 97 and a half, little money, 95, 97 and a half, gonna be $1 here, no little money, no one, I want to do it a hand, little money, 105, gonna be 107 and a half, little 107 and a half, gonna be 110, 110, 110, 107 and a half, gonna be 110 here, gotta be 110, 108, 108, 108, little money, 108 here, 107 and a half, gonna be 108 over here, now 108, little 108, 88, gotta be 108, 108, 107 and a half here, and gotta be 108, 108, little, want to do it, 108, 109, 109 here, gonna be 110, little money, 10, 10, 10, 110, 109, 110, 109, 110, 10, 10, gonna be little money, 10, little money, 109 here, and gotta be 110, 110, 110, 109, 110, all in and all done. 110, 111 here, gonna be little money, 11 here, gonna be 111, 110 and 11, 110 and 11, 110 and 11, all in and all done. Gonna be 110 on 635, 110, 635. Good free here. 150, little money to 50, little money to 45, little 25, little money to 125, 5, gonna be 125, 127 a hand, little money to 125, gonna be 127 a half, 127 a hand, gonna be 130, 132 a hand, gonna be 135, 137 a hand, little money to 140, 142 and a half, 145, 147 a hand, gonna be 150 over here, 150, 152 a hand, gonna be 155, 157 a half, 157 a half, 160 here, gonna be 132 and a half, 132 and a hand, gonna be 135, 132 and a half, 165 where, 132 and a hand, little money to 135, gonna be 135, 5, 132 and a hand, little money, 135, gonna be 135, all in and all done. Sold it to you 162 and a half, 629, 629. Thank you. $140, little money to 40, little money right there. Now 142 and a hand, little money, 140 here, gonna be 142, little money, 142 hang, gonna be 140. and little money, 140 here, and 142 and a half. 140 here, and 142 and a half. Little money, 142 and a half. 140 here, gonna be 142 and a half. Little money, 142 and a half, half. 142, 22 and a half. 142 and a half. Where? And 140 here, gonna be 142 and a half. Little money, 142 and a half. Gonna be 142 and a half. Little 142 and a half. 145. Here we go now. 147 and a half. Gonna be 147 and a half. Gonna 50, 50. Little money, 50. Little money, 50. 152 and a half. Gonna be 155, 5. 155. 157 and a half. 157 and a half. Gonna be 160 here. Gonna be 160, 160, 157 and a half. 158. Gonna be 189, 99, 159 up top. 158 and 159. Little money, 158. 159, 158 and 159. All in all done. All in all done. 158 on 250, 33. 140, little money to 40, little money to 40, 40, 40, who'd have been a little money to 40, gonna be 125, little money to 140, 40, right there now, 142 and a half, you betcha, 142 and a half, 140 here, 142 and a half, gonna be 145, little money to 145, 147 and a half, gonna be 150 here, and 152 and a half, gonna be 155, 157 and a half, gonna be 160 here, 160 here, now 131, 131, 132, 132, little 133, 2, 3 here, now 134, 135, 136 here, 137, gonna be 137, 77, 137, now 138, 138 here, gonna be 138, little 138, 88, 169 here, gonna be 170, 170 here, no 171 over here, no 170, no 171. I got Tacho, 170, need 171, little money, 170 here, gonna be 171, 170 here, gonna be 171, all in and all done, 176.35, 176.35, thank you. Looks like we got a stag. Yeah, let's sell that stag. Yep. The one standing still is the stag. Selling stag here. What do you want to little money? Hey, gonna be 125. 120 little money. 120 125. 5. Gonna be 110 little money. 10 on the stag. 110. 12 and a half. 110 gonna be little money. 12 and a half. 110 gonna be 12 and a half. Little money. 12 and a half. 110 here gonna be 12 and a half. 112 and a half. 110. 12. Money 110 gonna be 12 and a half, little money 110 gonna be 12 and a half, 112 and a half, 115, 115, 117 and a half, little money 120, 120, 120 gonna be 120 little money 122 and a half. 25 little 127 and a half gonna be 130, 130, 130, 130, 127 and a half gonna be 130, 130, now 132 and a half gonna be 135, little 137 and a half, 137 and a half, 135, 137 and a half, little money 135 gonna be 137 and a half. I got him at 135, need 137 and a half, 135 little money 137 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done, 135 your way. 639, 639. Here's a good steer here. $152 and a half. 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half. Little money, 152 and a half. 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half. Little 152 and a half, gonna be 155, 155, 157 and a half, gonna be 160 here. Now 132 and a half, 135, 135, 135, 132 and a half. I got the guy on top, Gary. Is that where you're at? 165. Here he is. 177 and a half. Gonna be 170 here and 172 and a half. Gonna be 175, 175, 177 and a half. 175 here. 175, 176 here. 176, 177. Gonna be 178 here and 179, 179. Gonna be 180 and 181, 181, 182. Where? 181. Little money. 182. 181. Gonna be 182. 22. 181. Gonna be 182. 22. Gonna be 182. All in and all done. All in and all done. 181 right here on 145. Thank you. 181. 145. Thank you. Yeah. Let's throw those two on the scale a minute, see where we're at. We'll sell the red one then first. Go ahead, Gary. Got a $120 for both. Who wants to give me 122 and a half? $140. Sorry, I can't hear very well in here. 140, 142 and a half. Now 145, 145, 147 and a half. Gonna be 150. Little money, 150 here. Now 152 and a half. Now 155, 157 and a half. Gonna be 152 and a half. Gonna be 160 here. Now 132 and a half. Gonna be 132 and a half. What's that? 161, 162, 132. Gonna be 133. Little money, 134. Gonna be 135, 55, 165, 166 here. 165. Gonna be 136, 135. Gonna be 136. Little money, 136 here. Gonna be 137. Little money, 137, 137, 138, 169, 169. Gonna be 170. Little money, 171 over here. 171 and 172, 173. Gonna be 173, 33, 172, 173. Where? 172. Little money, 173, 172, 173, 33. All in and all done. 172 on 629. You cool with both of those? Okay. They can take them both. Yeah. They're getting bigger and better. Steers here, been on grass silage and corn silage. I got 180 for one. A little money to 180, now 181. Little money to 181. Gotta be 181. 180 here, gotta be 181. Little money to 181. 180 here, gotta be 181. Little money to 181. 182. 183. Little 184, gotta be 185. 186 here. Now 187. 188, gonna be 189. 9 and 190 here. 189. 190 where? 189 here, gonna be 190. Little money to 90. 189, gonna be 190. Little money to 90. 90. 90. All in and all done. 189 on 1, 2, 3. You want one or two? Take them both. You betcha. Thank you. One fifty, little money in a video, little money in a video, little money in a video, little money in a video. We'll get a weight on him when you get a chance. 150 wearing a little money in a video, little video right there. Now 151, 150 here, gonna be 151, little money in 152, gonna be 153, no 154, little money 155, 146 here, gonna be 157, 158. Now 19 gonna be 160 here, 131 gonna be 131, 132, 133, little 133, no 134, 44, no 135, 165, 136 here, gonna be 137, little 138, 139, 99, 170. Now 171. 172, gonna be 173, little money, 134, 44, 135, gonna be 135, 176 here, gonna be 171, little money, 177, 176, 177, 176, 178, gonna be 178, 177, 178, 177, gonna be 178, little money, 177, 178, 177, 178, all in and all done, 177, your way, 123, buyer 123, thank you. Same deal, whenever you get a chance, throw them on. 150, little money, little money, 50, same man's cattle. 150, corn silage, grass silage. 150, where? Little money, little money, 50, little money, 125, 125, 125, where? Gonna be 120, little money, 125, 5, gonna be 120, little money, 125, 5, gonna be 125, little money, 110, 10, 10, who'd win, little money, 110. Now 12 and a half, 110, 12 and a half, little money, 110, gonna be 112 and a half, little 110, gonna be 112 and a half, little 110, gonna be 112 and a half, 110, 112 and a half, 110 here, gonna be 12 and a half, 112 and a half, 112 and a half, 115, little money, 15, little money, 15, 15, gonna be 17 and a half, gonna be 20, 20, 20, 120. Now 122 and a half, 125, gonna be 125, 122 and a half, gonna be 125, 122 and a half here, gonna be 125, little money, 125 and a half, gonna be 125, 5, 122 and a half, gonna be 125, all in and all done. 122 and a half right here. Put it on 484. 484. Yeah. One more time around, please. Yeah. Nice little red heifer there. And does it say it on her back? One more time around, please, Junior. Okay. I don't see nothing on there. 180 here, and a little money, 80, little money, who do we need, little money, 80, gonna be 180, little money, 80, 135, little money, 135, 5, gonna be 135, little money, 160 here, gonna be 150, little money, little money, 50, 50, 50, little money, 50, 140, 125, 120, little money, 125, 5, gonna be 120, little 125, 5, one there, now 127 and a half, 125, little money, 127 and a half, little 125, and 127 and a half, be 130, little 132 to hang, gonna be 135, 137 and a half, 135, 137 and a half, 135 here, 137 and a half, little money, 135, gonna be 137, little money, 135, little money, 137 and a half, 130 and a half, 135, 137 and a half, 137 and a half, gonna be 140, 137 and a little money to 40, 40, 40, who did a little money to 40, 40, 40, all in and all done, all in and all done, 140, now 142 and a half, sold at 140, 000. Looks like it. $125. Little money to 105, little money to 105, 5, gonna be one little money to 105, 5, 110, little money to 10, 10, 10, 112 and a half, 110, gonna be 12 and a half, 125, 127 and a half, now 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, little money, 135, 5, gonna be 137 and a half, gonna be 140, little money, 142 and a half, I can't see Ron, 142 and a half, 145, gonna be 147 and a half, Ron, 147 and a half, gonna be 150, 50, 50, 50, 50. Now 152 and a half, 152 and a half, gonna be 155, 157 and a half, 157 and a half, gonna be 130 here, 132 and a half, gonna be 135, 5, 135, 162 and a half, 165 where, 132 and 135, 137 and a half, 165 here, gonna be 166, little money to 135, gonna be 136, 137, gonna be 138, gonna be 139, 99, 170, now 171, 171, gonna be 172, 173, gonna be 172, 173, 172 and 3 where, 180, little money to 133, 33, 132, gonna be 173, all 133. Now 174, 175, 175, 176 here, gonna be 177, 176 here, gonna be 177, all in and all done, all in and all done. 176 on 145, 176 on 145. Good little heifer there. Porting good cattle here. $175, gonna be 175, little money, 175, 5, gonna be 175, little 175 here, gonna be 175, little money, 175, 177 and a half, 175, gonna be 177 and a half, 177 and a half, little money, 175, gonna be 177 and a half, 177 and a half, 175 here, gonna be 177 and a half, little money, 175, gonna be 177 and a half, 177 and a half, 177 and a half, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 175, 194 on 4. $250, little money, little money, very, 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 little money, little money, very, very, little money, very, 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 225, 250 right there. Now 252 and a half, 250 here, and a 252 and a hand, little 252 and a hand, gonna be 255, 257 and a hand, gonna be 260 here, gonna be 252 and a hand, gonna be 235, 237 and a half, 267 and a half, 270 here, now 270, now 272 and a hand, gonna be 275, gonna be 275, 275, 275, and 277 and a half, 277 and a half, gonna be 280, 280 here, gonna be 282 and a half, 282 and a half, gonna be 285, gonna be 285, 282 and a half right here, and a 285, little money, 285, 282 and a little money, 85, all in and all done. 282 and a half on 258. 185, little money, little money, 5, gonna be 185, little money, 185, gonna be 165, gonna be 185, little money, 135, gonna be 185, little money, 135, 150, one little money, little money, 50, gonna be 150, 125, little 127 and a half, 125, 27 and a half, little money, 125, gonna be 127 and a half, 127 and a half, gonna be 130, 130 here, now 132 and a half, gonna be 135, 135, 137 and a half, gonna be 140, little money, 140, 142 and a half, now 145, 145, 147 and a half, little money, 50, 50, 50, 150 here, 150 here, 150 here, now 152 and a half, gonna be 155, gonna be 150, little money, 157 and a half, 155, 157 and a half, 155 here, gonna be 157 and a half, all in all done. Sold at 155, 250 on 33. $1 and a little money got all right there. Now I want to do it a hand, little money, want to do $1 here, gonna be doing a hand, little money, $1 here, gonna be 102 to hand, little money, 102 to half, $1 here, gonna be 102 to hand, little money, $1 here, gonna be 102 to hand, little money, 102 to half, where? Now 102 to half, now 105, 107 and a half, 107 and a half, 110, little money, 12 to hand, little 115, gonna be 115, 117 and a half, 117 and a hand, gonna be 120, little 122 to hand, gonna be 125, 125, 127 and a half, gonna be 130, 130, now 132 and a half, 135, little money, 137 and a half here, now 140 here, now 142 and a half, gonna be 145, 147 and a half. 150 here. Now 152 and a half. 155. 157 and a half. 157 and a half. Going to be 160 here. 172 and a half. Going to be 172 and a half. Then 175, 55, 167 and a half. 170 here. Now 172 and a half. 172 and a half. All in and all done. 170. Ron's way. 150, little money in a 50, little money in a 50, 50, little money in a 50, 50, 125, little money in a 125, I'm gonna be 125, little money in a 125, $1 where, $1 here, gonna be one little like a dollar, now 101, 2 and a half, gonna be 105, little money 7 and a half, 110, 110 here, gonna be 12 and a half, little money in 112 and a half, gonna be 115, 117 and a half, gonna be 117 and a half, then 120. 117 and a half, 120 where, 117 and a half, little money to 120, 117 and a half, gonna be 120, 20, 20, all in and all done, all in and all done. You bought it, 117 and a half, 606. 185, little money, 185, 55. Hope Andrew cattle here. 185 where? I'm gonna be 185, little money. Did you say it? 185. I'm right there. Now 187 and a half. 185, 187 and a half. Gonna be 190, little money, 90, 192 and a half. Gonna be 195, 55, 197 and a half. Now $2 here. Now 2 and a half. 2 and a half. Gonna be little money, little money, 2 and a half. Gonna be 2 and a half down here. 210, little money, 210, 10, 10. 2 7 and a half. 210 where? 2 7 and a half. Gonna be 2 little money, 2 7 and a half. Gonna be 210, 210, 2 7 and a half here. Gonna be 210, 10, 10, 10, 10. All in and all done. 2 7 and a half on 194 by 4. $2, little money in a 2, little money in a 2, 2, 2, little money in a 2, we're gonna be little money in a 2, 2, 2, little money in a 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 185, 185, little money, little money, 5, 5, I'm gonna be 185, little money, 185, 5, I'm gonna be 175, 175, 175, one little money, 175, 165, here, I'm gonna be 175, little money, 185, 5, 5. 135, 150, little money to 50 right there. Now 152 to hang, gonna be 152 to hang, and 155, 155, 157 to hang, gonna be 160 here, 160 here. Now 132 to hang, gonna be 135, 135, 137 and a half, 165, 137 and a half. Where 135, gonna be 137 and a half, 135, gonna be 137 and a half, 135, gonna be 137 and a half, 167 and a half. Now 170, now 170 here, 132 to hang, gonna be 132 to hang. Then 135, 55, 135, 137 to hang, gonna be 180 here, 180 here, and little money. To hang, gonna be 185, 5, gonna be 185, 185, 182 and a half, 185, sold it, 182 and a half, 194 by 4. $185, little money, little money, 185, 165 here, gonna be 185, little money, 185, gonna be 185, 5, gonna be 150, little money, 50, 50, 50, little money, 50, 50, 50, 150, 125, 120, little money, 125, 5, gonna be 120, little money, 125, $1 where, gonna be little money, 1 little money, 1, 1, 1, 1, gonna be $1 money, $1 right there, $1, now 102 and a half, 102 and a half, little money, 102 and a half, $1 here, gonna be 2 and a half, little money, 102 and a half, gonna be 105, 105, 107 and a half, 107 and a half, 110 here, gonna be 10, little money, 12 and a half, gonna be 112 and a half, 115, 117 and a half, gonna be 117 and a half, 120, little money, 122 and a half, 122 and a half, now 125, gonna be 125, 127 and a half, little money, 127 and a half, gonna be 130, 30, 30, 30, now 132 and a half, 132 and a half, 130 here, now 132 and a half, little money, 130 here, gonna be 132 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. Sold at 130, 80 straight, 80 straight, 80 by 5, 80 by 5. Thank you. Here's a bowl. 150, little money, 50, little money, 50, little money, 50, 50, 50, 125, little money, 125, 5, gonna be 1, little money, 10, 10, 10, little money, 10, 10, 10, gonna be little money, 10, 10, 10, 105, 105, little money, 5, gonna be $1 here, little money, 1 little, got $1, $1, now 102 and a half, $1 here, gonna be 102, little money, 102 and a half, 102 and a half, $1 here, gonna be 102 and a half, right there, now 105, little money, 5, gonna be 105, 107. and a half, 107 and a half, 110, the money, 12 and a half, the money, 112 and a half, going to be 115, over 117 and a half, now 120, 117 and a half, 120 where, 117. Going to be 120, the money, 20, 20, 20, 117 and a half, going to be 120, 120, 120, sold it, 117 and a half, 260. Tiny little calf here. 275, gonna be using 75. Little money, little money, little money, 250, little money, 50 right there. Now 252 and a half, 252 and a half, gonna be 257 and a half. Now 260 here, gonna be 252 and a half, gonna be 235, 267 and a half, now 270 here. Now 272 and a half, 275, 277 and a half, gonna be 280, 80, 80, now 282 and a half. 280 here. Where's Michael at? 280 here, gonna be 282 and a half. Little money, 280 here, gonna be 282 and a half. 280 here, gonna be 282 and a half. All in and all done, all in and all done. 280 on 258. 150, little money, little money. 150 right there. Now 151, 151, little money, 150 here, gonna be 150, little money, 150 here, no 151, 1, gotta be 151, little money, 151, 150 here, 151, gonna be 152, 153, little 154, 4, 155 here, gonna be 156 here, no 157, little money, 158, 88, 158, now 158, 159, 160 here, gonna be 1 city, 159, little 160 here, 159, gonna be 1 city, 159, little money, 1 city, 159, 160, 159, 160, 159, gonna be 160 right there. Now 161, gonna be 162, little 162, 22, 133 here, gonna be 164. Now 165, 134, 5, 135, gonna be 136 here, 136 over here, and 136, now 137, gonna be 138 over here, and 138, now 169, 170 here, 170 here, and 170, 170, 170, 169, 170 here, and gonna be 170, now 171 over here, and 172, 22, 172, 171, 2, where, and gonna be little money, 2, little money, 2, 172, 173 here, gonna be 173, little 172, gonna be 173, 3, 3, 3, 3, 172, 3, now 4, 174, gonna be 175, 5, 5, gonna be 175, little money, 175, and 176 here, gonna be 176, now 177, 177 here, going to be 177, and 177, you want to do 177 over there, 176 here, now 177, 176 here, going to be 177, little 176 here, going to be 177, all in and all done, all in and all done, 176 on James, 618, thank you, 618. $175, gonna be 175, little money, 175, little money, 175, gonna be 175, 175, 150, little money, little money, 80 right there. Now 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 52, little money, 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 52, little money, 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half, 150 here, gonna be 152 and a half, 150 here, 152 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done, right there somewhere. Where was I? 152.58. That's a dandy right there. Aaron Hovander heifer. 220, little money at 20, little money at 20, 20, 20, gonna be $2 a pound, little money at 2, little money at 2, 2, 2, little money at 2, gonna be 185, little money 85, little money 185, 5, 5, gonna be 185, little money 185, where? 175, 175, now 177 and a half, 175 here, gonna be 177 and a half, little money 175, gonna be 177 and a half, 175, gonna be 177 and a half, 175, 177 and a half, gonna be 180 now, 180 here, gonna be 180, 182 and a half, gonna be 185, gonna be 185, 5, 5, 187 and a half, 187 and a half, gonna be 190 here, gonna be 190, 190, 187 and a half, little money 190 where? 187 and a half, 190, 187 and a half, going to be 190, 190, 190 right there. You didn't do it? 190, 192 and a half. Now 192 and a half, little money, 192 and a half, 190 here, going to be 192 and a half, 190 here, going to be 192 and a half, 192 and a half, all in and all done. 190 over here on Kurt Rick. What's your buyer number today? 625, 625, there you go. Got yourself a dandy. Okay, what do we got here? A couple Coriani steers. 007 there, James Bond. 75, 75, little money, that I, going to be the little money, that I, who do we send little money, that I, 65 cents here, going to be the little money, that I, 50, little money, 50, little money, 50 right there. Now 50, now 52 and a half. 50 here, going to be 52 and a half, 52 and a half, going to be 55, 55, 55, 57 and a half, going to be city here, city here, city here, 60 here. Now 52 and a half, 52 and a half. Now 65, going to be the divide. Now 67 and a half here, going to be 67 and a half, and 70 here. 67 and a half, 70, 67 and a half, 68 here, going to be 69, little 89, 79, now 70 here, going to be 71, 71, now 72, now 73, now 74, going to be 75, 76 here, going to be 77, and 78 over here, 79, going to be 80, 80, 80, 80, 79, 80, guys. 80 now 81, 81 over here, now 81, 1, 1, gotta be 81, 80 now 81, 80 now 81, little money 1, little money 1, 80 now 81, 1, 1, gotta be 81, all in and all done, all in and all done. Gonna be 80 over here on 630, 630, thank you. Those are cows, I think, aren't they? Two 2-year-old Highlanders, females. $1 gonna be a little money to one, little money to one, who do we little 85 cents gonna be 85, little money to 5, who do we 85, little money to 5, 5, 5, 85, little money to 5, 5, 5. 65 here, gonna be 85, little money to 5, gonna be 35, little money to 5, 5, 5, gonna be 35, 35. 50, now 52 and a half, 50 here, 52 and a half, gonna be 55, 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, gonna be 60 here, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, gonna be 35, 37 and a half, now 70, now 70 here, now 70 here, 72 and a half, 72 and a half, gonna be 75, 5, 5, gonna be 75, 75, 75, 72 and a half, 75, 72 and a half, 75, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, now 77 and a half, gonna be 80, 80 here, little money, 78, 78, 78, now 79, 79 here, gonna be 80, 80, 80, 80, now 81, little money, 81, who do it, 81, 1, now 82, little money, 3, gonna be 83, 83, 82, 83, now 84, now 85, little money, 5, little money, 5, 5, 5, 86 here, gonna be 86, 87, little money, 7, 86, 87, now 88, 88 here, gonna be 89, little 89, gonna be 90 here, gonna be 90, now 91, gonna be 91, 90, now 1, 90 here, 91 where, 90 here, gonna be 91, little money to 1, who do it, 1, little money, 90 here, gonna be 1, 1, 1, 90, now 91, all in and all done. 90 right there, 203 by 1, 203 by 1. $85, little money, 85, little money, 85, 5, I'm gonna be 85, gonna be 85, little money, 85, 65, I'm gonna be 85, little money, 85, 85, 85, gonna be 35, now 67 and a half, 65, 67 and a half, gonna be 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 72 and a half, gonna be 72 and a half, little money, 72 and a half, gonna be 75, 5, 5, 5, 5, 77 and a half, now 78, 78 here, gonna be 79, little 79, 99, who to be 79, now 80 here, gonna be 80, now 81, gonna be 81, 1, now 82, little 83, gonna be 83, now 84, now 84, 85, 85, 86 here, gonna be 86, 87, gonna be 87, now 88 here, gonna be 89, 99, 89, 99, 88, 89, 88 and 89, 89, gonna be 89, little money, 9, little money, 80, gonna be 89, 99, all in and all done, 88, 250. 53 is gonna go on. Yep. So 53 will be 131. The other two will be on 250 by 10. There you go. Those are going on 250-10. The two on 250-10. Yep. Yep. Oh, they'd look great on the mountain, wouldn't they? Keep the neighbors away. Watch your back. We got no weight on the last two. 1810. $18.10 on the last ones. Hey, now we're getting serious. Got ourselves a longhorn. She is exposed, should be bred to a Knutson bull. Big black bulbin on her. Some nice horns on that one. You could put that in your front yard, Junior. Your mascot. Here we go. What do you want to do here? Gotta be 120. Gotta be 120. Little money, 120, 20, 20. Gotta be little money, 120. We're gonna be little money, 120. Gotta be 105. 105. Little money, 105. Gotta be little money, $1. $1. We're gonna be little money, one. Little money, 111. Gotta be 85 cents on her. Gotta be 85. Little money, divine. Little money, divine. Gotta be 85. Little money, divine. Gotta be 85. 75. We're gonna be 75. Little money, divide. 50. Little money, 50 right there. Now 52 and a half. 50 here. Gonna be 52 and a half. Little money, 50 here. Gonna be 52 and a half. 50 here. Gonna be 52 and a half, little 52 and a half, gonna be 55, 55, gonna be 55, 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 55 here, gonna be 57 and a half, little money, 55, gonna be 57 and a half, now 60 here, now 60 here, now 62 and a half, gonna be 35, 67 and a half, 67 and a half, now 70 here, now 70 here, and 72 and a half, gonna be 72 and a half, 70 here, gonna be 72 and a half. If you ever been to Ranch Groons, that's where it came from, 70 here, gonna be 72 and a half, little money, 70 here, gonna be 72 and a half, gonna be 72 and a half, 70 here, 72 and a half, 72 and a half, gonna be 75, 75, 55, 75, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, gonna be 80 here, gonna be 82 and a half, gonna be 82 and a half, 80, 82 and a half, gonna be 85, 87 and a half, and 90 here, 87 and a half, little money, 90, 87 and a half, gonna be 90, 87 and a half, little money, 90, 90, 87 and a half, 90. Anybody see the weight now? You want to take another crack at it? 87 and a half here, gonna be 90, little money, 90, 87 and a half, gonna be 90, 87 and a half, and 90, all in and all done. 87 and a half right here, 203 on 3, 203 on 3. Nice little pair here. It's 1, 2, 3, I think. What am I doing here? Red Angus cow with a 2-month-old steer. Chandler cattle. Here we go. What do you want with this here pair? Got to be 2,500. Little money, 25. Little 2,500. Now 26. 25. Going to be 26. Little money, 2,600. Now 27. 27 to 28. 28 going to be 29. Little money, 29. 99 going to be 29. 28. How about 29? 29 here. 20. Little money, 29. 28 here. Going to be 29. Little money, 28 and 29. 28, 29. 28 here. Going to be 20. Little money, 28. 28 and a half where? Going to be 28 and a half. Little money, 28 here. Going to be 28 and a half. 28 here. Going to be 28 and a half. Little money, 28 here. Going to be 28 and a half. All in and all done. All in and all done. 28 going on 143. 143. 2,800. Thank you. $0.65 here. Going to be 50. Little money, 50 cents here. 25. Now 27 and a half. Little money, 25. Going to be 27 and a half. Little money, 25. 27 and a half. 27 and a half. Going to be 30. 30, 30, 30. 30, 30, 30. Now 32 and a half. Going to be 35. Little money, 5, 5, 5. Going to be 35. 37 and a half here. 37 and a half. Going to be 40. Little money, 40, 40, 40. Now 40. Now 37 and a half. 40 and 42 and a half. Now 45. Little money, 5, little money, 5, little money, 5, 5, 5. 42 and a half. 45, 47 and a half. Now I'm going to be 50, little money, 50, little money, 50, 50, little money, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, going to be 55, 55, 55, 55, 52 and a half, little money, 55, 5, 5, 5, 5, 53, 54, 55, little money, 5, little money, 5, 56 here, going to be 50, little money, 57, now 58, now 59, going to be 59, 59, now 60 here, going to be 59, 60, 59, 60, where going to be 60, little money, 59, going to be 60, 60, all in and all done. 59, 203 by 1. Something going on again? On the last one? What do we got here, fellas? Gonna be bred to a real nice Ben Ellenboss bull. Here we go, bred cow, 5 months. Let's do, gotta be 2,000. Little money, not 2, little money, not 2, 2, 2, little money, 2, 2, 2. We're gonna be little money, 2,000 by the head, 2,000 by the head. 1,800, little money, 18, gonna be 18, little money, 18. Who did 18, little money, 1,700, gonna be 17, little money, 17, 17. 15 where, 15 where, little money, 15, 15. 1,600, 15, little money, 16, 15, gonna be 16, 1,500, 16, now 17, gonna be 10, little money, 1,700, gonna be 16, 17, 16, 17 where, 16 here, gonna be 17, little money, 16, 17, 16, now 1650, 1650, 1650, I'll do that if it helps up there, 1650, little money, 50, 50, 50, 1650, 1,600 here, gonna be 1650, little 1650, you can, 1650, now 17, 1,700, little 1650, now 1,700, 1,700, 1,700 here, 1,700, 1,675, 17 here, 17 here, going to be 1725, little limit 17 here, going to be 1725, 17 here, going to be 1725, little limit 25, little limit 1725, all in and all done, all in and all done, 17 your way, 636, 17, 636. No, that one was, yeah. 8 months bred. Let's hear it one more time. Turn around one more time here. It's a fancy one. She's going to be turning 6 years old. Bred to a Red Angus bull. She's about ready to pop. 2,000, little money in a 2, little money in a 2, gonna be little money in a 2, 2, 2, little money in a 2, gonna be little money in a 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, gonna be 1,800, little money 18, gonna be 18, little money 18, gonna be 18, little money 18, 1,600, 1,600, where gonna be 16, little money in a 1,600, gonna be 16 right there. Now 17, 16, gonna be 17, little money 16, gonna be 17, 16 here, gonna be 17, little money 1,700, 1,700, gonna be 18, 18, 18, 8, 17 and a half, gonna be 18, little 18 and a half here, gonna be 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 1,800, gonna be 1825, little 1850, gonna be 1875, 1875. 1875, now 1,900, 1,900, 1875, little money to 19, 1875, going to be 1,900, 1875 to 19, 1875 and 19, all in and all done. Sold at 1875, 143. $873 in the ring. This one's going to be bred to a nice black Angus bull as well. Six plus. Now 17, 16, little money, 17, 17, 1,600, gotta be 17, little money, 17, now 18, little money, gotta be 18, 17, 18, 17, 18, 18, now 19, 19, little money, now 2,000, gotta be 19, how about 19 and a half, 19 and a half, 19 and a quarter, and gotta be 19, 21, little money, 19 here, gonna be 19, 25, 19 here, gonna be 19, 25, now 1950, 1950. I'm already on quarters. 1925, 1950, 1975, 1950, now 1975, 1950 here. I'm going to be 1975, little money, 1975, all in and all done, all in and all done. 1950, 143. All right, what's this one here? I got a note on this one. Five-year-old cow here. What's that say? 5 months. 1,500, little money to 15, little money to 15, 15, little money to 1,500, gonna be little money to 15, 15, little money to 15, gonna be 1,500, little money to 15, 15, little money to 15, 15, 1,200 where, 1,200 where, little money to 12, 12, 12, by the pound, 110, little money to 10, little money to 10, 10, gonna be little money to 105, 105, 5, 5, gonna be 105, little money to 105, gonna be 105, little money, $1, $1 where, $1 right there, now 101, 101, little money to 101, $1 here, gonna be 101, little money to $1 here, gonna be 101, 101 where, $1 here, gonna be 101, little 101, little money to $1 here, gonna be 101, $1 here, gonna be be 101, 102, little money, 222, 103, gonna be 103, 33, now 104, 104, 104, now 105, little 105, gonna be 106 here, gonna be 106 over here, now 107, little 108 here, gonna be 108, now 109, 109, 110, little money, 10, 10, 10, gonna be 110, 111 here, gonna be 111, 112, 112, 113, little money, 13, 13, 13, 113, 114, little money, 114, 113, 14, where? 113, little money, 114 here, 113, gonna be 114, all in and all done. 113 on 143, 113 on 143. Big black cow there. Can we spin her around one more time? Down here, when you here, money down, little money, and gotta be $1, and little money, one little money, one, who'd be one little money, one, 85 cents, and gonna be 85, little money, 85 right there. Now 87 and a half, 85, gonna be 87 and a half, little money, 85, 87 and a half, gonna be 90 here, gonna be 99, 92 and a half, gonna be 92 and a half, 92 and a half, 92 and a half, 92 and a half, 91, gonna be 92, little money, 2, 93, gonna be 94, little money, 4, 94 your way. Now 95, 95 here, 96, little 97, gonna be 97 over here, 97, 77, and 98 here, gonna be 99, little 99, gonna be $1 here. $1 here. Did you say $1 over there? $1 here. 99 gonna be 1. 99 and 1. 91 little 1. 91 gonna be 1. 99 gotta be 1. 99 and $1 where? 99 here. I got them at 99. Need $1. 99 money to 1 little money to 1. All in and all done. 99 your way by the pound. 627. 627. Thank you. This one says open, I guess. Cents on her, gonna be 75, little money to 5, 65, 15, little money to 50, little money to 50, 40, little money to 45, 35, little money to 35, 37 and a half, 40, now 42 and a half, gonna be 45, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, to be 50 here, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, gonna be 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, now 60 here, now 60. Now 75, 75, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, gonna be 70 here. Now 72 and a half, 72 and a half, 72 1, now 72, little money to 2, 72, 73, 74, 74, 74, 75. Now 76 here, gonna be 77, 77, gonna be 78, 88, who do we now 79 here, gonna be 79, now 80, now 81, now 81, little money 82, gonna be 83, 83, 83, now 84, little 85, 55, gonna be 85, 86 here. Now 87, 87, 88, now 89, little money 89, 99, gonna be 90 here, gonna be 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, now 92, now 93, 93 here. Going to be 94, 94, 94, 93, 94, 93, 94, 93, 94, all in and all done. 94, 95, now 95, 94, going to be 95, 94, going to be 95, all in and all done. Sold at 94 right here, 194 by 3, 194 by 3, thank you. 50 cents here, little money to 50, little money there. Now 52 and a half, 52 and a half, going to be 55, 55, 55, 55, I guess so. 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, going to be 60 here, going to be 52 and a half, going to be 75, 77 and a half, going to be 70 here, 72 and a half, going to be 75, 77 and a half, going to be 80 here, now 82 and a half, going to be 85, 85, 82 and a half, 85, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and a half, going to be 90 here, going to be 90, 90, 90, 90, now 92 and a half, going to be 92 and a half, 90 here, 92 and a half, 90 here, 2 and a half, 95, going to be 95, 5, going to be 95, 93, 94, 95 here, going to be 96 over here, 96, 97, little 97, going to be 98 over here, 98 and 99, 99, 99, $1 here, going to be 101, little 101, 101, 101, now 102, little 103, 33, going to be 103, now 104, now 105, going to be 105, 104, now 105, 104, going to be 105, 104, 105, all in and all done. 104, 000, 104, 000, thank you. There's a dandy right here, 5 plus. By the head, 1850. Who give me 1850? Little money, 18, little money, 1800. Gonna be 18, little money, 18, 18, 18. Gonna be 1800, 1800, 1800. It's bred to a black baldy bull. Bred to another baldy bull. 1800, little money, 18, 15. Now 1600, 16 going to be 17, 18, 17, 18, 17 here going to be 18, 17 here, 18, now 19, 19 going to be 2000, 2000 here, 19 and a quarter, 19 and a quarter, little 19 and a quarter, got to be 19 and a half, and 1975 here going to be 1975, 19 and a half, 1975, 19 and a half here going to be 1975, where 19 and a half, 1975 going to be 2000, 2000 here, little in a 2, 2, 2, 1975 and 2, now 2 and a quarter here going to be 2 and 25, little 2025, 2000 here, now 2025, 2000 here, 2000 2025, little money to 5, gonna be 25, little money to 5, all in and all done. He'll do it. 2025, now 2050, 2050, little money to 2050, now 2075, 2075 here. Are you sure? 2050 to 2075, all in and all done. 2050 right here. 1, 2, 3, buyer 1, 2, 3. 5 months bred here, going to be bred to a Ben Allen Boss Bull. 1300, little money to 13, going to be 13, little money to 13, 13, right on point for spring here. 1300, going to be 13, little money to 13, 13. 1200 where? 1200, one little money to 12, 12, 12, going to be little money to 12, 12, 12, going to be little money to 1200, where? Going to be 1200, now 12 and a half, 12 and a half, now 13, little money, 13 and a half here, going to be 13 and a half, 1300 here, going to be 13 and a half, little money 13 here, going to be 13 and a half, 1300 here, 13 and a half where? 13 and a half, now 14, little money to 1400, going to be 1400, now 14 and a half, 14 and a half, now 1500, 1500 here, 14 and a half, 1500 where? I'm going to be 15, little money 14 and a half, going to be 1500, 14 and a half, 1500, 14 and a half, going to be 15, little money 14 and a half, going to be 15, 15, 1500 right there. Now 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 1600 here, going to be 16 and a half here, going to be 16 and a half, little money 16 and a half, 1600 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. 1600 on 4, 1600 on 4. Yep. Is this one of them Swindell cows? 880. No, this one's open. Don't really matter. Open cow here. 115, little money to 15, little money to 15, 110, 10, 10, gonna be little money, good cow there, lots of flesh on her. 110, gotta be little money to 110, now 11, 110, little money to 110 here, gonna be 11, little money to 10 and 11, 11 now 12, 12 little money to 113, gonna be 113, 114, little money to 14, 114, 115, 115, 116 here, gonna be 117, little money 117, gonna be 118, little money to 118, gonna be 119, over here to 119. Let's see what she weighs a minute. That's her right there. 118, 119, 119, 120, 119, going to be 120, 119 here, 120, little money to 20, little money to 119, going to be 120. I got 120 over here somewhere, 121, 120 here. Gary, you're 120, 121, little money to 120 here, going to be 121, little money to 121, all in and all done. Whoever you had, Gary, is in. 638, thank you, 638. 7 plus. Yeah, yeah. This could be another Cody Miller cow right here. 7 months bred to a red Angus, I believe. Yes, red Angus bull bred. 2,000, little money to 2, little money to 2, little money to 2, 2, little money to 2, little nice Charlet cow there. What more do you want here? 1,800, 1,800, where little money to 18, 18, little money. She looks like she's behaving herself. 17, 18 right there. Now 18 and a quarter, 18 and a quarter, little money 18 here. Going to be 18 and 25, little money 18 here. Going to be 825, 18 and 18, 25, 18 here. Going to be 18 and a quarter, little money 18. Going to be 18 and 25, 18 here. Going to be 18 25, all in and all done. 18, 143, 18, 143. Okay, right here. This one's bred to a red Maine-Anjou bull. 5 months bred. 2,000, 1,700, little money to 17, gonna be 17, little money to 17, 17, little money to 1,600, gonna be 16, little money to 16, 16, little money to 16, 15, 15, winner, little money to 15, little money to 15, by the pound, 110, little money to 10, little money to 10, 10, 10, who did 105, little money to 105, 55, 105 right there, now 106 here, 105, little 106 here, 105, gonna be 106 here, 105, little money to 106, 105, 106, 106, 107, 107 here, gonna be 108, little money 8, and 109, over here to 109, 110, little money to 110, 10, 10, 109, 110, 109 and 110, 109 here, going to be 110, little money to 10, little money 109, going to be 110, 10, 10, all in and all done, 109, 110, 109, 110, 109, going on 7-4. Same deal, bred to a red Maine-Anjou cow, or bull. Right? By the pound here, what do you want to here? 85, little money 85 right there. Now 87 and little money 85 gonna be 187 and gonna be $1. Now 102 and a half. Now 105, 105 gonna be 105 little money 5 gonna be 105 little money 105 102 and gonna be 105. Now 107 and a half. 110 here, 112 and a half gonna be 115 little money 115 gonna be 115 right there. Now 117 and a half. 117 and a half gonna be 120. Now 122 and a half gonna be 122 and a half to 125 127 and a half Al. 130 here, 130 here. Now 132 and a half. Jay, 132 and a half, 135, little money, 135 to be 137 and a half, Blake, 137 and a half, Al, 137 and a half, 137 and a half, Jay, you gotta be 137 and a half, little money, 137 and a half, 140, now 140, now 142 and a half, gonna be 142 and a half, 145, 147 and a half, 145 here, gonna be 147 and a half, little money, now 145, gonna be 147 and a half, all in and all done. Gonna be 145 on Ron's, 250 by fives. Here we go. Look at this big belted Galloway here. Somebody said she was registered. I don't see any. I haven't seen any papers. 5 months bred. Boy, she's big. Let's sell her by the pound, huh? 85, gonna be 85, little money to 5, 85 cents here, 65, gonna be 85, little money to 5, 65, 67 and a half, 67 and a half, now 70 here, gonna be 72 and a half, 72 and a half, gonna be 75, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, gonna be 80, now 82 and a half, now 85, 87 and a half, gonna be 90 here, 90, 87 and a half, gonna be 90, 88, 87 and a half, 88, now 89, 89, gonna be 90 here, gonna be 91, gonna be 92, little money to 3, gonna be 94, little money to 4, 93, 94, 93, 94 where, 93, little money to 4, little money to 3, little money to 4, 93, 94, 93, 94, sold it to you, 93, guys. 618, thank you. You guys are 2 for 2 today. 2 for 2. 4 months bred here. All right, another one of them Randy Groon animals here. Bred to that Knutson bull, black Knutson bull. 1,200, little money to 12, little money to 12, little money. Anybody need a nice tame bred Hereford here? 1,200 where? Gonna be 12, little money to 12, little money to 1,200, 1,200 now 13, 1,200 little money to 13, 1,200 little money to 1,300. Gonna be 12 and 13 now 14, little money to 14, now 15, little money to 14 and a half, 15 now 16 here. Gonna be 16, 15 little 1,600 now 17. Here we go, 17 little 16 and a half. There Blake gonna be 16 and a half, little money 1625, 1625, 1,600 up top. Now 1625 little money 16 here. Gonna be 1625, little 1625, all in all done. 1625, 25. Sold it up top, 1,600. There you go, Mr. Van Mersbergen, 67 buyer 60. Thank you. 42. Another one here, bred to the Knutson bull. Thought we had their sign on the wall. SK Ranches, it's right there, yeah. One more time around, Gary, a little slap there. 5 plus. Bred to a black bull. 1,800, little money, 18, gonna be little money, 18, who do it, 18, little money, 1,600, gonna be 16, little money, 16, little money, 16, 15, little money, 15, little money, by the pound, 105, gonna be 101, little money, 5, little money, 5, $1 where, gonna be little money, 1, little money, 1, who do it, little 85 cents on it, gonna be 85, little money, 5 right there, now 87 and a half, 85 and a half, little 85, gonna be 87 and a half, 85, gonna be 87 and a half, now 90 here, gonna be 90, now 92 and a half, gonna be 95, 97 and a half, 95, gonna be 97 and a half, now $1 here, now $1 here, $1, now 102 and a half, now 105, gonna be 101, little money to 5, 107 and a half, now 110 here, gonna be 112 and a half, little money to 110, gonna be 112 and a half, 110, 112 and a half, 110, 112 and a half, 110 here, 12 and a half where, 110 here, gonna be 112 and a half, little money, 110 here, gonna be 112 and a half, 110, 112 and a half, all in and all done, all in and all done. Todd, are you sure you're done? Sold it right here, 110, 476, thank you. 50 cents on it, gonna be little money to 50, little money to 50, little money to 40, little money to 40, gonna be 40, little money to 40. Open little cow here, 25, little money to 25, gonna be 25, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 25, 27 and a half, little money, 27 and a half, gonna be 30 now, 30, little money, 32 and a half, gonna be 32 and a half, gonna be 35, 37 and a half, now 40, now 42 and a half, little money, 42 and a half, gonna be 45, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, gonna be 50 here, now 52 and a half, now 52 and a half, gonna be 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, now 60 here, now 60 here, 57 57 and a half, and 60 here, 57 and a half, little my 60 here, and 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, going to be 35, 35, 35, now 67 and a half, 37 and a half, 35, 66 here, going to be 37, now 38, now 38 over here, 37, 38, 37, 38, 88, 37, 38, all in all done. 67 on Blake, 260, 260. 6 months bred on the little black cow here. Here's a little dandy right here. She's going to be bred to that Knutson bull as well. I like this little cow. 1,400, thanks. Now 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, Ron. You want to be 18, 17 here. How about 17 and a quarter? Now 17 and a half, 17 and a half up top. Little money in a hand, little money, 17 and a half, 1775, 1775, 1800, 1800, 1775, little money, 18, 18, 18, 1775, 1800. Here he is. Now 18 and a quarter, 18 and a quarter, 1800 here. Now 1825, little money, now 25, 5, I'm going to be 25, 18 or now 1825, now 1850, 1850, 1850, now 1875, little money, then 1850, going to be 1875, 1850 here. Now 1875. 1850 here, going to be 1875, all in and all done, all in and all done. 1850, 143. Big bulldog in the room over there. Open cow here we go. 105, 105, little money, 5, 5, 5, going to be 1 little money, 105, 5, 5, 105, 105 where, $1 going to be little money to 1, who to be 1 little money to 1, got $1 where, $1 where, nice beef cow, $1, going to be 85 cents on her, going to be 85, 87 and a half, going to be 90 here. Now 92 and a half, now 95, going to be 95, 5, 5, 95, and 97 and a half, 97 and a half, going to be $1, $1 here, going to be 1 little money, 1. Now, what's that, 110 you say? 105? 99, $1. 99 gotta be 1. 99 gotta be $1. Marv, would you like to be $1? $1. 99 here, gotta be 1. Little $1 here. Now 101, 101, little 102, little 102, gonna be 103, little 103, 102, 103. Now 104, 103, 104, little money to 4, 103, gonna be 104. Gary, you got anybody else? 103 and 104, 103, 104, all in and all done. All in and all done. 103 your way. 250 straight away. Here we go. Nice Charlet cow. 5 plus. Bred to that black Knutson bull. 1,800, little money, 18, little money, 1,600, little money, 16, right there, going to be 1,600. Now 1650, 1650, 1,700, going to be 1750, 1750, going to be 18. Now 18 and a half, 18 and a half, going to be 19 over here, 18 and a half, going to be 19 and 19 and a half, 19 and a half, 19 and a quarter, little money, 1925, 1900 and 1925 where, 1925 where, 1925, going to be 1950, little money, 1950, 1925, 1950, little money, 50, little money, 1925, going to be 1950, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, all in and all done. 1925, you're away on 143, 143. 4 plus. Four plus is a Hickey cow. That's gonna be bred black, right? Bred to a black bull. I remember him telling me now. Here we go. What do you want to see here? Got to be 1,400. Little money to 14. Little money to 14. 14. Little money to 14. Got to be 14. Little money to 1,400. 1,400. Right there. Now 14 and a half. 1,400 here. Got to be hand. Little money to 14. Got to be hand. Little money to 14. Got to be 14 and a half. 14 and a half. 1,400 here. Ain't nothing wrong with there's little cockleburs in here. 1,400 here. Got to be 14 and a hand. Little money to 14. Got to be 14 and a half. 14 and a half. 1,400 here. Got to be 14 and a hand. Little money to hand. 1450. Little money to 50. 50. 50. 1450. 1450. 1,400 here. Got to be 14 and 50. Little money to 50. 50. 50. All in all. Done. Sold it right there. 1,400, 67, 67. Putting a load together. Same deal. 1,600. Little money to 16, 16. Little bit bread black. 1,600, where going to be 16, little money to 16, 16, little money to 1,500, little money to 15, 15, little money to 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, where 14, little money to 14, little money to 1,400, going to be 14, little money to 14, where going to be 1,400, little money to 14, 14, 14, by the pound. 1300 now, 13 and a half. 1300 here, going to be 13 and a half. Little money to 13, going to be 13 and a half right there. Now 1400, 14 and a half here, going to be 14 and a half. Now 15, 15 and a half. 15 and a half here, 15, going to be 15 and a half. Little money to 15 and a half. 15 here, 15 and a half. 15 here, 15 and a half. All in and all done. 1500 on 1, 2, 3. 1500 on 1, 2, 3. Thank you. This one's going to be bred to one of Ben Ellenboss's bulls here. 5 months bred. She's vaccinated. Good to go. 17, little money to 17, little money to 17, going to be 1600, 1600, little money to 16, going to be 16, little money to 1600 where, 1600 where, 15, little money to 15, little money to 15, get a nice black calf out of her, 15 where, 15, little money to 15, little money to 15, 15, little money to 1500, going to be 15 right there, now 15 and a half, 1500 here, going to be 15 and a half, 15 and a half, little money to 15 and a half, going to be 15 and a half, 1500, going to be 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 1500 here, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, and 1600, going to be 16, little money 16, now 16 and a half, 16 and a half here, 1600, and 16 and a half, little money, and 16 and a half here, going to be 16 and a half, 1600 here, and 16 and a half, all in and all done. You own it, 1600, 636, 636, thank you. 4 plus, you say? Number 5. 4. I don't have a little story on this one. By the pound here, one of it here, and a little money, 85 cents here, going to be even a little money, 85 right there. Now 87 and a half, 85 little money, 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 85 little money, 87 and a half, 85 going to be 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and a half, going to be 90 here, going to be 90, 90, now 92 and a half, going to be 95, 55, 97 and a half, 97 and a half, little money, 7 and a half, 95, 96 here, 96 here, going to be 96, 97, now 97, 98 here, going to be 99, little money, 99, 9, $1, 101, 101, $1, now 101. I got $1 in the door, now 101, little money, now 101 over here, $1, now 101, $1 here, going to be 101, all in and all done. $1 on 203 by 1, $1 on 203 by 1, thank you. $1 on 203. Glitching on you? Mine went blank too, actually. One more time, please, Junior. We had some technical difficulties. 6 plus on a back tag 40. It's going to be bred to that black Knutson bull. 1500. Little money to 15. 15. Little money 1500. Now 16. 1600. 15. Going to be 16. Little money 15. Going to be 16. 15. 16. Right there. Now 17. Going to be 17. 16. How about 16 and a quarter, Rickner? Going to be 1625, 1650, 1675. Now 17, 1700. Going to be 1720. 1700. Got to be 1725. Where? 1700. Gary, you got 1725, 1750. Now 1775, 1775. Going to be 18. Now 18 and a quarter. Going to be 18 and a quarter. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 1875. 18 and a half up there. Going to be 1875. Little money 75. 1875. All in and all done. Sold it to you, 18 and a half, 143, 18 and a half, 143. Oh boy, 5 plus, 5 plus. Hey, I bet she won't let anything happen to that calf, I can tell you that. $15, little money to 15, little money to 15, 15, little money. This is bred to one of those black Knutson bulls again. 1500 where, going to be little money to 15, little money to 15, 15, little money to 15. 1200 where, 1200 one little money to 12, 12, 12, going to be 12, little money to 12. By the pound, 85 cents here, going to be 85, little money to 85, would be 85 right there. Now 87 and a half, 87 and a half, going to be 90. Now 92 and a half, 92 and a half, little money, now 92 and a half, going to be 92 and a half right there. Now 95, 97 and a half, 97 and a half. Now $1, 101, 101, 102, little money to 2, 103, little 3, 104, going to be 104, 105, 104, 105. 104, 105, 104, little money to 5, little money, little money, 105, 55, 104, 105, 104, 105, 104, going to be 105, little 104, 105, all in and all done. All in and all done. 104 on 74, 104 on 74. $120 in the ring, 120 in the ring, 5 plus. Angus main cross here, 5 months bred. It's bred to a Maine bull. Here we go. What do you want me to hear? Let's see here. 1600. Little money to 16. Gonna be little money to 1600. Gonna be little money to 16. 1500. Little money to 15. 15. 15 where? 1500. Little money to 15. 15. Little money to 15. Little money to 15. 15. 15. 1400. Little money to 14. Gonna be little money to 14. 14 where? 14 where? 13. Little 14 right there. Now 14 and a half. Little money to hang. Little money to 14 and a half. 14 and a half. 14 and a half. Little money 14. Gonna be 14 and a half. Little money 14. Gonna be 14 and a half. 14 here and a 14 and a half. All in and all done. Right here, you got her, 14, buyer number 260. Now 14 and a half. 14 and a half, where little money to 14 and a half. 14, you're going to be 14 and a half, little money to 14 and a half. 14 and a half. 1400 here, you're going to be 14 and a half. 14 and a half. 14 and a half, I don't see anybody. There he is, now 1500. 1500, little money to 15. 15, little money 14 and a half, going to be 1500. 14 and a half, going to be 15. 14 and a half, little money to 1500, where? 14 and a half, little money to 1500. 14 and a half and 15, all in and all done. Do you want to be in, Todd? I was doing Blake here, 14 and a half. You don't want it? Well, who wants it? You want to go 1500 on it, Todd? Sold it to Blake then, 1450. 260. I like selling these bred cows, a lot of fun. Now 16, 15, little money to 1600, little money to 16, 15, 16, now 17, 1700, 1700, 18, now 19, 18, 19, now 2000, little money to 2, 2100, little money to 21, 22, little money to 22, 21, 22, now 23, 23 here, going to be 23, little 22, little money 23, 22, 22 and a half, ma'am, got to be 22 and a half, now 23, 22 and a half, little money, now 23, 22 and a half, going to be 23, 2300, now 23 and a half, 23 and a half, little money, little money, 23 and a half, going to be 23 and a half down here, 23 and a half down here, 23 and a half, now 24, little money, 4, 2400, little 23 and a half, going to be 24, 2375, 2375, there he is, 2375 to 2400, ma'am, want to be 24 on him, 24, even money, 24, little money, 24, 2375, 24, 2375, 2400, all in and all done, last chance, sold it to you, 2375, 143. 14, now 15, little money to 14, little money to 15, little 14, now 15, 1600, now 17, 18, little money to 18, 17, going to be 18, 17, I got you at 17, need 18, 17, 18, Carl, you going on this one, 17, 18, 17 here, going to be 18, little money, 17, now 18, 18, now 19, 19 here, going to be 2000, little money to 2000, now 2100, 2100 down here, going to be 20, little money to 21, going to be 21, little money to 21, 21, 21, that's cheap compared to what you're going to pay for the last one, 2100, you want to do it, 21, now 22, 22 here, you're going to be doing a little money, you're going to be 23, 23, 22, 23, 22 and a half here, you're going to be 22 and a half, little money, 22 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 22 and a half, I'll do half if it helps, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 2200 here, you're going to be half, all in and all done, 2200 your way, 143, 143. Six months bred, 14, bred to a Ben Ellen Boss bull, here we go. 13, little money, 13, little money, 13, going to be 13. 13 by the pound, 85 cents here, going to be 85, little money, 85, 65, going to be 85. Now 67.5, 65, 67.5, 65, 67.5, 65, going to be 67.5, 65, 67.5, going to be 70, now 72.5, 75, 77.5, going to be 80, 80, 80, 80, now 82.5, now 85, going to be 85, 85, 85, 85, now 87.5, 87.5, going to be 90 here, now 90 here, now 92.5, 90 here, 92.5, 90 here, 92.5, where 90 here, 92.5, going to be 95, 5, 95, 5, 5, 96, or 93, 94, going to be 94, 95, going to be 96 here, going to be 97 over here, 97 and 98, 98, 98, 99, 99, going to be $1 here, no one little money, no one, going to be $1 in the door, $1 in the door, 99, one where, 99, going to be one little money, 99, going to be $1, now 101, 101 over here, no $1, $1, now 101, I got Junior at $1, need 101, little money to 1, little money to 101, all in and all done, $1 Junior's way, buyer number 4, good eye, Junior, good eye. Now 16, 15, little money to 16, 15, little money to 1600, going to be 16, 15, 16, right there, now 17, now 18, little money, 18, 18, 18, going to be 19, little money, 18, now 19, 18, now 19, 18, 19, where? No, little money, 18, gonna be 19, 18, gonna be 19, little money, 18, 19, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, now 1900, gonna be 19, little money, 19, 18 and a half, 19, now 1925, 1925, 1950, little money, 19, little money, 1950, little money, 1950, down here, ma'am, wanna be 1950, 1950, 1925, gonna be little money, 1925, little money, 50, 50, 50, all in and all done, all in and all done, 1925, right there, 143, 1925, 143, thank you. 15 in the ring, 15 in the ring, 5 plus. That's a good fat cow right there. Bred to a Ben Ellen Boss Bowl. Be a good combo right there. Here we go. 1800. Little money 18. Little money 18. Little money 18. Little money 18. 18. Little money 18. Gonna be 18. 18. 18. 1700. 1700. This is gonna be a good one, ma'am. 1700 here. Little money now 17. 16. Now 17. 16. Gonna be 17. 17. Gonna be 18. Little money 17. 18. 17. 18. 17. 18. 18 now 19. 19 now 2000. 19 little money now 222. 19 gonna be 2000 little money now 222. Now 2100. 2100. 2025 or Todd, you want to be 2025? 2025. 2000 here. Gonna be 2025 little money to 2025. 2000 here. 2025. 2000 here. Gonna be 2025 little money to 2555. All in and all done. Sold it 2000. You got it. 138. 138. $2,000. Thank you. 103, 4 plus. What do you got, John? What do you got? 14, little money to 14, little money to 14, little money to 14, 14, little money to 14, 14, by the pound, 85 cents here, little money 85, gonna be 80, little money 85, 5, 85, 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and a half, gonna be 90 here, gonna be 92 and a half, 92 and a half, 92 and a half, 92 and a half, 90 there, now 95, gonna be 95, 5, 5, now 97 and a half, 97 and a half, $1 here, gotta be one little money to one little money, 98, now 99 here, 99 little money to 99, 98, 99, now $1, $1 here, no 101 little money to 102, little money to 2, 103, gonna be 104, 44, no 105 here, gonna be 106. 106, 106, 107, 107, 107, 107, 107, 107, 107 right there. Now 108, 107 here, going to be 108, 109, little minute, 109, 99, going to be 109, every 109, 110, 110, 11, 111, 110 and 11, where 110, little money, 111, 110, going to be 111, little money, 110 and 11, 110, 11, all in and all done. 110 right here, 138, 110, 138, thank you. This should be that big Knutson bull I've been talking about for the last hour, right? Here we go. Let's get a weight on him, please. He's a big boy. He'll be 2. Denise says 2,400. He's a 4-year-old bull, only 4. Holy crap. He's going to break the scale. 25, 30, holy smokes. What have you been feeding over there? How do they get so full? Here we go. What do you want to do here? 135. I'm going to be 135. Little money, 135. Little money, 135. 5. I'm going to be 135. Little money, 135. 125. 125. Little money, 125. Little money, 125. 5. I'm going to be 110. Little money, 10. Little money, 110. 10. 10. 110. 10. 10. Don't be scared of his weight. 110. Now 111. 110 and 11. Little money, 112. Little money, 12. 12. 12. I'm going to be 112. Little money, 11. 112. We got. Here he is, 112. Marv want to be 112. 113, little money, 114, little money, 14. Going to be 115 here, 115. 116, 115, 116 where? 115, little money, 116, 115. Travis, 116, 115. Going to be 116, little money, 115. Going to be 116, 115, 116. All in and all done. 115, 250. Here we go, big old Hereford bull. What's his back tag number? 842, you betcha. Yeah, let's weigh him too. I like that idea. Says he's 4 years old. Also 4 years old. 4 years old on this one. Down to the last 3 here. Denise is guessing 23. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. 22.25, not too far off. 110. I'm going to be 105. 105, 55, 105, 106. Where? 105, 106 here. 106, 107, 107. Going to be 108. 108, 88. Now 109, 109. Going to be 110, 10, 10, 111 here. Going to be 112, 112, 12, 12. 112, 12, 113, 114 here. Going to be 14, 14, 14, 115 here. Going to be 116, 116, 116. 116, 117, going to be 118, little money, 18, 18, 118, going to be 119, 120, little money, 120, 121, going to be 122, 222, 123, little 124, now 125, 124, and 125, 5, now 126 here, 125, going to be 126, little money, all done, 125, 7 on bulls. $120, little money, 20, little money, 20, 20, 20. This one don't look nearly as old. 120 where? Gonna be little money, 120, little money, 20, 20, 20, 110, little money, 10, little money, oh shoot. 110 where? Watch out, guys. 110, little money, 105, little money, 5, 5, 5, 105. Now 106, 105, gonna be 106, little money, 105, little money, 6 here, 105, gonna be 106, 107, 107, 108, 108, 109, little money, 110, little money, gonna be 111 over here, 112, little money, 113, 113, gonna be 114, 114, 113, 14, 113, 114 where? Little money, 13, gonna be 114, little 113, gonna be 114, all in and all done. 113 on 7 by bulls, 113, 7 by bulls. Chain the gate. That'll do it, guys. Thank you, everybody. Good to go. Good sale today.